The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Tuesday, February 24th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Kalshi. Yes, make real money predicting sports, people. Kalshi is available in all 50 states, and you get $20 free with the promo code SGPN. That is Kalshi, Kalshi, promo code SGPN. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
This is Jim Mora, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Welcome to the college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Tuesday, February 24th. Well, I don't even know if I should tell them to go to youtube.com/the college experience, because this could be our little secret. This could be our little fucking secret. Well, there was 9 games today. This show responsible for a double-digit dog cashing on the money line, but also pretty sure all 3 of us went fire. I was 8-1 ATS, so put that in your pipe and smoke it, fucking haters. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, aka Pick Don D. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
And you're nothing but a chameleon, lemon-headed, coward, terrorist pussy. And I'm after you, buddy. You're going to pay for it. Good night.
Oh, what a day it was. Wish it was a bigger slate, because when you're this hot, you're like, damn it. Why'd you only give me 9 games? I am joined by my co-host, who did call for the money line outright in a with the No Limit Soldiers. Give it up for the host of the college football experience, former staffer at Austin Peay with the Governors, South Carolina with the Gamecocks, and West Virginia with the Mountaineers, Ryan McIntyre, aka Money Line Mac. What's up, man?
Funny how that works. Pretty crickets on the message board tonight. Soft ass.
Come on, make it Mac tonight.
And we are joined by a third man in the booth who also had a fire night. He is the host of the college baseball experience. Subscribe over there. Give it up for the great Noah Bieniek. How are you, buddy?
Doing great. And like you said, had a pretty good night. And I'll say this, like we always point out the haters or whatever, but there was a good amount of people that tweeted at us like saying, hey, good picks tonight and everything. So I wouldn't say the line was silent by any means.
I meant like personal DMs.
Yeah, there was one hate message early.
And then it flipped.
Because they shit on us for our Kansas pick when things were looking bleak early on. Shout out to Kurt Colombian.
Too early, my friend. There is 40 minutes to be played in each college basketball game.
Yes. Yeah.
Pre-show too. Kurt, before we.
Okay.
Yeah. Pre-show. This was. He said he couldn't stay up for the show, but.
That's understandable. Thank you though, and shout out to Pure Ruckus. It's a free show, you fucks. I'm moving, so I needed this winning night. Thanks, fellas. There you go. Cheers on the move. Hope everything works out well.
Forgot to shout out Signegtai just by name there, but he also said 4-0 tonight. Literally won every single bet. He had North Carolina and Kansas in a moneyline parlay. And as you said, Colby, lead pipe and smoke it. Thank you. Let's go.
Yeah, with the lead pipe in the cash room. All right. That's what I say.
In the vault.
All right. Yeah. In the vault, taking all the money, about to go to town on Mrs. Peacock or whoever, who was the maid in the movie, the OG movie.
Miss Scarlet.
Yeah. In the original movie, she was fine. I don't know. I didn't watch the remake. Did they remake that? I think they remade that.
I didn't even know there was a damn movie.
Oh,
that's funny.
Yeah. Anyway,
I might have to watch it now.
Oh yeah, go back to the 80s. All right.
Yeah, all right.
That time machine can get you a lot of good shit, man. A lot of good shit.
Yeah.
It can also get you a lot of bad shit too, right?
There's like, sorry, there's like real life TV shows that get made based off of Clue. Are you a fan of those?
No.
Gotcha.
I'll be honest. Like when it comes to like where I say music, I'm actually okay with the music scene today. It's just not necessarily on the commercial music scene. Like I actually think there's good music being made. I can't say the same about film. And TV shows, I will say, better now than they were in the 80s. Movies, oh no. Movies are terrible today. I see like one good movie every 5 years. So I guess you know, you're talking TV show. What are you talking about? Like what Clue TV show are we talking about?
There's I gotta look it up because it's been a while since.
Because they made like a Clue remake, but it wasn't called Clue, and I thought that shit was trash. Yeah.
No. There was one series, and then they canceled it because it was like too real. Colby, it would be right up your alley. Called Who Done It. It was on ABC probably like a decade ago.
Why does that sound familiar? But I'll tell you this. Hold on. I will not change my opinion on the shows on ABC, Fox, CBS, NBC. Yeah. Those are all trash.
No,
now I will.
This show is legit. Here, Who Done It?
Huh.
Highly recommend.
Okay, it's a mini series. Okay, so they only did a few. That's different. Okay.
Yeah, it was like 10 episodes. But yeah, like they had all these actors are real people, but they would just have a death alive on the show. Like this woman got stabbed, but it was like obviously dressed up a little bit. But yeah, it was apparently tough to do multiple seasons.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so it's like reality? Is that what you're saying?
It's a mix of. I wouldn't say it's reality. It was like a game show that was a spinoff of Clue.
Okay, interesting.
It was fantastic,
yeah.
And then they just couldn't redo it. So, yeah.
ABC
2013.
Okay. That was before the storm hit. I'm joking.
Before the storm.
Well, no, dude. Like for me, and I get like I had buddies that worked in Hollywood and were successful directors and producers, and like with corporate America, really like bought everything there could be in Hollywood. You can kind of notice the difference. Like I was joking about the 80s. Like you could go like 80s has a lot of terrible fucking movies, but what's cool is they gave you the green light to everything. You know, and now you have a meeting about like you have 50 people working on a script. You got a meeting for every little thing, you know. Sucks. The art's terrible. And that's what I mean. It's like there's not many good shit. But are we talking about winners or are we talking about Clue the sequel? All right.
You're looking live.
Yes. Let's jump into this, guys, because no one gives a fuck about my opinion on this bullshit. I just like to talk about it.
Whoa.
Out the gate. I did a little battle against you pricks.
This team's a fucking bunch of soft bitches on the left, by the way.
Louisville's a bitch ass team this year, dude.
Yeah.
And you know what?
They showed big time fight at the end, and
they did. That was concerning a little bit. I'm telling you, Carolina's undervalued. Carolina's better than what the people what they get credited as, in my opinion. Lock battle win for Dundee against these two bozos, huh? Mac, your thoughts on Carolina? Seth Trimble won for what? 30?
Yeah, maybe Louisville can just keep shooting threes. I mean, every shot's a fucking 3-pointer with this fucking team. They're soft. They're soft. Like they came out and made a couple early, got a 10-point lead, but Carolina just punked them physically. Like if Louisville's not going to win this one, they're not beating any of these teams with any shit to them. Carolina's shorthanded. I just walk away just underwhelmed with any resistance against Louisville.
I'm a skeptic on Pat Kelsey.
Me too. Who's their best win?
Cincinnati, probably.
Not like a slam dunk best.
It's literally the same as last year.
Kentucky or Cincinnati, right?
Yeah.
They got Indiana. They got Indiana too. What's that? Who's in there?
NC State's in there too.
Yeah.
SMU, I think they've got like a handful of mid 6 to 10 seed wins, and they don't have any against the top 5 seed.
They're a front runner team, man. Like if the shots are falling, it's rah rah rah. But like as soon as anybody gets physical with them, they just fold like a fucking pancake. I was disappointed in the effort tonight. I know they half-assed came back at the end and somewhat made it a game, but Carolina's shorthanded too. They don't have their best player.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, Tremble had a fantastic game. Basically took him out of the game on his own. I think it was the first 20 to 25 minutes. He had 30 points. It was ridiculous. So, yeah, he had a hell of a game, and just got to tip your cap to that performance. So, but yeah, Louisville was kind of out of it with 10 minutes to go, and they dressed this one up.
Yeah. Louisville, I know they have a couple wins, I guess, but they still have never been like, I guess the NC State win, other than the NC State win.
Yeah, where the freshman Brown hits like all those threes, so like everybody was front running that night. But you can't rely on that. You're not going to rely on a freshman to go for 44.
I don't know. He's been really good when he's been on the floor. He just missed 7 or 8 straight games.
Okay, well, let me know if he goes for 44 in the NCAA tournament. I mean that's my point. That's my point.
His last 5 games, he's averaging like 28 points.
That's not 44. It's just if they don't make 15 threes, they don't beat anybody. And I don't think that's a winning formula in March. Maybe they can win a round of 64 game against a lower team, but
it depends, man. I feel like we were having the same conversation with Alabama 3 years ago. It just depends on the draw. It really is.
That path Alabama had was
a total joke.
Legendary.
And Pat Kelsey is
legendary
one to thank
easy
in round 1.
That's true.
I think they were tougher than this Louisville team. This Louisville team has nothing in the front court. I mean, the Alabama team had Cliff Murray at least as a rookie.
I think Alabama had better wins on the resume that year in the regular season.
Yeah, and they had a rim.
I think they did. Yeah,
Louisville doesn't have anybody at the rim.
So yeah, shout out to the Heels. Shout out to Hubert Davis. Next up, oh wait, you guys went against my Nazis here. The Nazis get it done against Lamar in a classic. Did you see this ending? This is a great game. Nazis win basically in buzzer-like fashion there. 53-52 against Lamar. Did not bet this, but I picked it correctly. Your thoughts on the Nazis with the key road win there, McIntyre, in this wild Southland conference that now all of a sudden you got new life at many different spots within the conference.
They 10-0 run to end the game.
Yeah,
hilarious game. Like nobody could score, and then the Nazis randomly just run off 10 in a row to end the game and win at the buzzer. Good win for old Nicholls here.
Well, what makes this interesting? I'm sorry. Go Bieniek.
They have McNeese that they finished the season off with. That'll be a big seeding game, assuming that Nicholls wins against Southeastern, who's one of the worst teams in the league. So they could climb into, I think the 3 seed's reasonable.
Yeah, no, it's very reasonable. And that's what's hilarious about tonight's outcome with the Lumberjacks losing Stephen F. Austin is now we don't know who's going to be the 1 seed. Now we don't know who will be the 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good luck. Good luck figuring that out.
I would say that I think Stephen F. Austin's still probably your 1 seed. They play Houston Christian and Incarnate Word next. So that's who they finished the season with.
Sure, but there's hope now if you're McNeese. That's all.
Sure, there's life. There's a shadow. There's some light there. And I don't know what the tiebreaker is going to be because they split. But yeah, all I know is that the conference tournament's held in Lake Charles.
Yeah. Shout out to the Nazis. Next up, we did cash on the Islanders of Corpus Christi as they go into Hammond, Louisiana, and drill Cila by 5. Triple lock? Was this triple or double?
I locked up the Islanders too.
So.
Oh yeah, triple. This was triple. Yeah.
It stunk, but every now and then you got to dive into the stink, and they got better. They got better players.
Yeah. I had this on, but this is the game I probably paid the least amount of attention to because it was a blowout early. But shout out to Corpus Christi. Then after that, oh man, me and Mac I think rode with Texas A&M Commerce, and gonna get a big dish of beef chow mein. This game was quite hilarious because Houston Christian had a gigantic lead in this game. Shout out to Houston Christian. Bieniek was on Houston Christian. Not as a bet, I don't think, but just as the play. But still, to be right is to be right. They had a 21-point lead, and let me tell you, if there was 2 more minutes on this clock, I would have went undefeated tonight on a 9-game slate. Because Commerce came roaring back late, only loses by 1, 69-68. So this game I had on, but like I said, wasn't paying much attention to until about the final 2 minutes because it got dicey. It got fucking dicey down the stretch. But shout out to the CVS for a nice road win there.
Definitely a nice win. And Commerce, that's disappointing because that kind of is a killer loss trying to get to the postseason. I mean, they had 2 home games against IW and Houston Christian.
You can't start off that asleep against. I mean, no disrespect to Bieniek's Houston Christian pick, but they've been horrible on the road, and to be up by 21 points in a pivotal game for your basketball program, pathetic. You know what I mean? Like you put yourself in a ridiculous spot. So yeah,
and coming off the fucking IW loss, you just lost to IW. Like how are you not ready to play?
They're actually out because they have to play the Mexicans and Corpus Christi to end the season. They're done. Stick a fork in them.
Well, Incarnate Word still has. I don't think they're going to be favored in either one of their games remaining. They have home game against Stephen F. Austin, but I think the home game against Lamar is more winnable than Mexicans or Islanders. Yeah,
I would agree. Shout out to Houston Christian. Then, man, it's got a little dicier. I mean, look, the Mexicans cover the 11.5 at McNeese wins by 7. There was a big turning point late in the first half, I thought, where McNeese got this lead up to 12 right before the half. If anything, I thought early the Mexicans were taking it to McNeese. They let them get hot. Larry Johnson had a big game for McNeese. But there was like a stretch where they went on a 14-2 run, I feel like, or something similar to that in the late first half. And I feel like that is what really did the Mexicans in long term for this game. But still, I came away rather impressed by the Mexicans for the most part. Shout out to Joel Costa giving us $50. Gotta give back to the goats. Colby nailed the slate, and Mac with the Privateers money line. Love you guys. Likewise, man. Likewise. And Roly Poly in there giving us $10. Great night tonight, boys. General question: how do you know when a line stinks and you should avoid it? Honestly, bro, it's to me. I mean, they can answer for themselves here, but I would say like we watch it every night. So like, you just kind of know how the teams are. So you're just like, what? I wish I could. Bieniek's got the cocktail napkin, but like, I just like the Cila game. I just thought, why is this so short? You know, like Corpus Christi should be beating them by more. But also, and then I'll let you guys go. But one of the things that's interesting is when I host the FCS show, and one of the things I found interesting was like shout out to a certain book that gave me access to essentially share their information with me for FCS football. Right. And after I got that experience of seeing it and learning about their spreadsheets, sometimes they just set numbers at weird numbers on purpose. It's very strict. Like, to give you an idea, like let's just say, like, I don't know, Lehigh's taking on Villanova or something in FCS football. On the spreadsheet that they would have with every game, they would let's just say, Villanova's 6-5 and Lehigh's 11-1 or 10-1, right? Because they play 11 games. It's going to be 12 this next year. They would then, so for every game they got the spread, and most of them make sense, but they would set, let's say they set the Lehigh one at like -1, and they would have it highlighted in red, right? And I always thought, how the fuck are they getting that number? They know they're setting it with the bad number from the start, right? Like, and they know it. They highlight it in this spreadsheet that I see, and and I think maybe they're hoping that bets will come in to even it out. I don't know, but it kind of blew my mind on how they did this, because I was like, I would pick their brain. I'm like, how the fuck you got that number as that? I'm like, well, that's just what we're setting it at. We think money will come in on, and this number will go up. But to me, it was kind of eye opening on like how many, there's like 5 or 6 games they would have flagged as in the red. And then I'm like, okay, so they know they're setting it at a crazy line from the start. So why do they know that, right? And why are they doing that? Mac, how about you?
I think just like you said, if you watch these teams enough, and you see a team only getting like 2.5 or around that 2.5, 5. I always say the 5.5 number. I feel like the 5.5 number is a stink line as well. It's 2.5 and 5.5.
Yeah, 5.5. You're right. More times than not, I feel like you are accurate there on the dog. That doesn't mean every time, of course not. But
just short of 2 possessions or just short of 1 possession. And so yeah, I mean. But to his question about when to take it and when not to, you just
that's
have
just gambler gut instinct.
Yeah,
like
if you can fade the public all the time if you want, there's a balance to it. If you take the chalk side every time, you're not going to win. I guarantee that. And take favorites, you're not fucking winning in this sport. But you just got to be able to balance it. Favorites do win a good bit, and but the dog. This is a dog sport. I know people don't like hearing that. The underdogs feast in college basketball, especially home dogs, and especially in conference play.
Yeah. Shout out to Monty Pritchett. It does make you wonder with the inflation for the bigger brand schools. Always, like, that is something, and I think you could say in the NFL historically, I know they're super sharp with their lines, even more, I feel like, with the legalization of gambling, but the Dallas Cowboys are like, I feel like Duke in basketball, sometimes they're getting a little bit more love because they know because the public is just Notre Dame football. You can just normally tell by how much is bet in those games, So shout out to Shaggy giving us what's with the 5.5. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wish I could teach you that. It's just what I notice. It's like what we notice is it's a common dog spot.
That's like your key number in football. Your 3.5, your 7.5, your 10.5, your 14.5, your 17.5. 5.5 is 2 3-pointers, under or over.
Yeah, and shout out to Matt Dix, who's I can tell he's a super intelligent college basketball fan. With a lot of his conversation there each and every night. But Colby, explain the backdoor cover to you. That one that's where, to me, like, you really put the tinfoil hat on, because certain ones do it at certain times. I can't put, the only thing I'll say is Mac's normally really good on, sometimes I'll space out or something on remembering that, like, this coach used to be an assistant at, wherever. And they do tend to, I do think Mac is normally onto something when, like, if they are former assistants, they call off the dogs. Whereas sometimes the other ones, I can't explain some of them. I can't explain why or when you take your guys out or when you don't. I think we did see something kind of like a point made by the ACC to keep your starters in. I know I was bitching about that Long Island Notre Dame game still to this day. Because it was like a 6-point game the whole game. And then, like, I'm catching like 14 or something, whatever the number was, and they just keep their starters in, and it was almost like they once Long Island had kind of given up with like 2 minutes left. They're down like 12.
Yeah.
Notre Dame's like, let's run this bitch up, like let's get it up to 20. At the time, this is in November, so they're trying to. And I've noticed that in the ACC. I was at ACC Media Days. They even kind of addressed that we have to be the metrics kings, so we have to they didn't say off.
They've got like 7 bids this year, I think.
Yeah, which is sad. That's a sad state of things, though. Is like that's how you manipulate the system.
Yeah,
it's not a good thing for the sport, but at least they are utilizing it. Before that, I feel like the ACC has been so asleep for so long. Jim Phillips and stuff. So, Bieniek, what do you want to say anything there on that?
Yeah, a couple of things. You guys have already touched on the I think the top 2 topics, so I won't go much in depth on it. But you said watching the games. It's more like for me monitoring the market. Every single night we pick every game on the show, but it's like, okay, now you're kind of visualizing how the book or the trader values each team against one another on a given night. And then when it just doesn't add up on one of the nights, it's usually, if you're paying attention to it, it's somewhat noticeable. And the only way I think a lot of people that also listen to this show quite often, and they're also hearing us talk about the lines, they can kind of catch on to it too after like a couple weeks, 2 to 3 weeks of listening to the show, I think. Secondly, to the comment about the brands and stuff, it's all trading, and odds maker, trader, the sports book, whoever you want to vision it as, the third man, they're trying to balance the money that they intake. But in some games, like Colby's talking about, where the trader, the odds maker has, a good feeling or a hunch, or God knows, maybe some info, they'll be like, hey, I'll take 70% on this game instead of 55. And then they think that they'll have a nice edge there against the players. And then third, for me, I like 3 years ago, doing this show, I was trying to handicap all the games when we were going through, and it just wasn't very time efficient. So I was like, okay, I just need to look at something, that way I can just give a quick pick on a lot of these games, and we don't bog down the show. So created like a little formula of the cocktail napkin, and if it's off by like 6 or 7 points, I know that's not normal, and that usually jumps out to me. So, I don't usually bet those games. I'll let Mac and Colby know, hey, this is completely off. But that's the 3 methods, I guess, that I find most common for me anyway.
And Matt Dick saying home court advantage means more in college basketball than any other sport. That or football. I think football might. Both are right there. Both are right there to me. You feel?
I think the momentum is so much more evident in college basketball, whereas the home field is so much more invasive in football, because you can't hear like a snap count or anything like that.
Yeah,
you just can't operate. But in basketball, you can see it. You can see a momentum swing within 2 minutes, and the team tallies 6 or 8 points. The crowd's absolutely into it. I feel like those momentum swings are way more evident in basketball.
I just know, like, there's certain spots where, like, if it's LSU Tiger Stadium or something, or if it's Boise, like, you're normally, I mean, Boise has like, I don't know. I'd say it's similar. I'd say both are similar. There's certain environments that are so fucking lit. And so, whether maybe it's more evident when you watch basketball, because like a 16-0 run, but you can still get that. You can still get that in football too. It's probably not as often, but I still think it's pretty even there. College sports in general, I just find football and basketball, which I know better than baseball. Home environment is so huge. There's a reason why certain conferences have ran from there. To me, there's a reason why the teams that normally make the field going back to the 4 team, go look on how many road games they played. You know what I mean? Like that road games to me, for a while there, was like the teams that were playing the least amount of road games were the teams going to the playoffs. 100%. It's not rocket science. You know what I mean? Like the more chances you go. Yeah. So, folks, want to tell you the college basketball experience is brought to you by, us. Yes, we are part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Get the SGPN app for free in the App Store or Google Play Store. It has access to all of our picks, podcasts, articles. Shout out to Cannabis Capper, who's always writing good shit over there. Good college hoops write-ups all the time. Been killing it. All in one easy place, and that is for free, and that is the App Store or Google Play Store. Just type in SGPN, click download, and let it ride. We're also brought to you by Kalshi. Kalshi's real money prediction market, illegal in all 50 states. Yes, and Kalshi has a ton of trading options for your favorite sports, and besides sports, they have a ton of other markets, including politics, entertainment, hell, even the weather. It's Kalshi. You can trade anything over there. New Kalshi customers get $20 when you use the promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, Kalshi, promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm has been on an absolute heater for college basketball, much like us. Super easy to sign up, run predictions off the house model, or make your own and mess around with those sliders. Looking to go premium? Use the promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm. That's RITHMM. Promo code SGPN25. All right. We are back. And next up, this was a
grinder
triple lock, I think. Was this triple? Yeah. I was on the guys on VSiN were busting my balls. I did this. I did a couple radio hits and a couple TV hits today. This is one of my best plays in the Northwestern State. The one of the hosts was like, "Is this in Chicago too, or in Illinois?" And I was like, "No, this is Louisiana, dude." Right?
But they're like neck and neck. So welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to college basketball, my friend. It is March.
Well, they were hilarious because they're like, you want to lock up Northwestern State out of all the games today. I was like, I do. Like, and they were just blown
all
away.
The games today.
Yeah,
it may be a lot
9,
to you.
Yeah,
There's only 9.
Yeah. Demons, it was a grind. They were down at the half and they come storming back, as Michael Huffer says. What a game it was.
Storming back.
54-49. Huge win for these Demons, as let's check in on this race now, as they are currently the 7th seed.
Yeah, they're gonna get in.
Well, don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. But I think you're right.
I didn't even handicap this knowing it, but Jordan Pike, one of the better players for Incarnate Word, was out for this game. So
the remaining schedule for Northwestern State is actually not kind. So don't fucking say that. They're at Corpus Christi and then at the Mexicans. They might not get in. They're gonna need some. They're gonna need some help from whoever Lamar and Houston Christian play.
I think they're locked in.
I think Lamar and Houston Christian play each other.
Oh, they play each other. Okay, so they're at least gonna be in. It's just they're not locked into the 7th seed.
Yeah,
they're locked in. Okay.
Yeah, they play the last. They play the last. So
they are not locked into that 7th seed. That is correct.
Yeah, they could be the 8.
Okay, well, that's still a shout out to them getting in.
Yeah,
they could be a 9 or a 10 if it's a 10-team league.
No, it's only the top
8. It's 8. Yeah.
So 3 teams get axed.
That's stupid. They should let everybody. But yeah,
4 teams, Bieniek.
4.
Maybe
they're not a lock.
They're not a lock, but they just need to win one. They need to win one here.
I don't think they're gonna win one. Those are 2 tough road spots.
Yeah, I think they could get Corpus Christi. That would be the one.
You know how they could get it is if Corpus Christi is locked into their spot, and they just phone it in. You know what I mean? If they find out where they locked in.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're locked in. That's tough. I wouldn't give Northwestern State either one.
They beat them both already. There were
even more of a reason why I wouldn't give them either one. Road trip to teams looking for revenge.
They got to get one. They got to get one, punch it in, and let's go.
Let's go. Next up, we have Moneyline McIntosh. This does bother me. I got to be honest, even though I know it's for the brand, but I had this as my dog coming into last night. And then when I found out Stephen F. Austin needed the win, I backed away like a scared little bitch. Right. And I said, no. Give me this game.
Yeah, I talked Colby off of it because I was locking the Jacks, and I lost this lock battle. This was one of my 2 losses today.
New Orleans goes in. I've been calling this shit all year too. I just said like they're a dangerous draw, and mainly because I believe like if you watch this team, they have a couple guys that I think you could argue Colton Benson's the best player in the conference. I think you can make that argument. I'm not saying he definitely is. But man, Moneyline Mac, you fucking your name came true today. Not Moneyline Mac, Moneyline Mac. And Privateers went out right. I regret not taking the fucking Moneyline, even though I was all over the points here. This is wire to wire, man. This was fucking wire to wire. I think Stephen F. also had a lead for like a second.
Yeah, 39-38, like middle or early second half. But yeah, the Privateers get it done for me. Big win, man. This team's dangerous in the tourney. Dude, they could definitely win it.
Well, I've watched more than so. Maybe I'm a little biased because I feel like I've watched this team almost more than any team in the conference. Just the guards of Buckley and Benson and the third dude is it Cope. They have like some guys the No Limit Soldiers. They brought in some guys that you're just like, whoa, like they're a dangerous draw. They're gonna fuck up someone's season, dude. They probably won't win the Southland, but there's still value on even taking a shot on them because I do believe this team. And another thing is like, is there any chance they would have a little bit of the crowd since it's in Lake Charles?
Yeah, McNeese fans are rooting against Stephen F. They hate Stephen F. They were fucking tweeting at me how much they hate Stephen F. when I said that Stephen F's the favorite to win it. I
think McNeese hates Lamar too, right? I think they hate Lamar too.
Yeah,
right?
and yeah, maybe Corpus Christi as well. But Stephen F's the main one because they're the one with the target on their back. But yeah, we will probably see round 3 here in 2 weeks. But Stephen F winning the first one, and then New Orleans getting the revenge angle here. The Privateers are rolling.
Yeah, I mean, great call. I was disappointed in myself, but still cashed. Then I mean, easy money.
Great call. You dragged me into this one.
Man, easy money. This is triple. Didn't we go on a triple on this?
Yeah. They actually were losing at halftime.
That makes it even funnier. They weren't losing. They were up by 1, I think.
Oh, they took the lead before half. I saw they were down one.
Grambling wins by 21 against Valley State. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, I don't know. That's my analysis.
Next slate, let's talk Kansas and Houston.
Yes, and then the nightcap here, Houston, Kansas. We got some hate early on when Houston was up like 14-2 or something, 14-4 maybe, something like that.
That much?
I don't know. It was something close to that.
It was a good bit. I don't know if it was.
They're up 8. Whoa. They're up 17-9. What the fuck's wrong with these idiots?
Yeah. And Kansas, then the fog was the fog, and they went up 18 or something. This was a dominating performance after that. Second half, the fog got them. They got lost in the fog. Easy play. Play this on the money line too, dude.
I wish we could just get this every year. If every bet was this easy, it would be the easiest fucking thing in the world. I mean, Kansas, Bill Self is a home dog. 3-0 this year. Iowa State came to the fog, undefeated, number 2 in the country, whacked. Arizona, undefeated, came in number 1 in the country, came in. They grinded it out without Peterson. Houston, top 5 in the country, comes to the fog. They're a dog again. They fucking blow them out. This is the easiest.
40-0 on Big Monday.
41-0. It's 41-0.
41 now.
41.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, I've seen both stats. I think it's 41-0. I mean, he's automatic on Big Monday, especially because they got their ass beat on Saturday.
Yeah, they hadn't lost. I read a stat that they hadn't lost back-to-back home games. Or no, I didn't read this. I heard it on the satellite radio show I was on since '89.
Yeah,
1989.
That's fucking insane.
Dan Manning was fucking playing back then. I mean, come on, it's Danny and the Miracles. I mean, they're not losing in this building. Good
Yeah.
Lord.
I think Danny Manning went pro by then. That's probably why they lost both games. Is he went to the NBA? I think was the first pick of the draft, if memory serves me correct.
You think Houston's ready to play somebody not in the top 3? They're like, fuck this schedule that we had.
Yeah. Oh, Matt Dick says 42-0. We're all over the place.
Hey, I know one thing. Whether it's 40, 41, 42, there's a big goose egg at the end.
Yeah. Either way, any of the numbers is ridiculous, right? So
it's 41. I
think it's 43 now, or is it 39?
I'll put money on it. It was 41.
Well, I don't get a brain back.
Continue. Sorry, Beanie.
No, good. So Trey White, probably his best game of the year, and it just further emphasizes like the supporting cast around the clown show that has turned into Darren Peterson. The supporting cast is good, man. Like everybody wants to be all distracted by this DP or DNP show or whatever. I saw Underdog Fantasy, our sponsor, put out a second half player projection on how many minutes Darren Peterson would play today. It just felt like this was going to be one of very few spots where Kansas was not going to be the popular side. I don't know if you saw any of the public percentages entering in this, like the line was moving in Houston's favor. And I just felt even more and more confident in Kansas as the night went on. Watching the game, man, Kansas played better when Darren Peterson was not on the floor.
Yeah,
agreed. I thought that clear as night and day.
Yeah,
you know?
And Houston guarded him like they were flies on shit, which is expected. He's a great player, but he also doesn't have like a quality shot diet. He forces up some shots, is what I noticed. And Houston's an elite defense, but kind of shot them out of the lead early on, dug them a little bit of a hole. He comes off the floor. They go on a run. They take the lead. They build momentum in the end of the first half. He begins the game of the second half on the floor. Houston kind of crawls back into it. He comes out, and Kansas delivers a knockout blow when he is off the floor. It was crazy. So I'm like, let me check this guy's plus minus. He was negative with like 6 minutes to go. He comes back on the floor, dresses up a little bit. It's +1. He finishes with a +1 in the plus minus category. But Kansas was better without him on the floor tonight.
Yeah, without question. And shout out to Trevor saying, I'm never doing crack again. Many people have had that epiphany. Right? Shout out to Trevor. We'll get to the games in a second, in a little bit here. Little bro. What the fuck am I talking about? Game boss, guys.
Yeah, this was the last game that we were talking about. So like we're there.
I mean, I think to me the best game ball is actually the No Limit Soldiers.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
big win.
They were undefeated at home. That is game ball number 1. No Limit Soldier. Shout out to Master P. I'm so curious if this is just year 1, what can they do building on this? This is a cool thing that's happening there. Mac, where are you going, game ball?
I feel like I give out a big Monday game ball to Kansas every week. It feels like they beat Arizona. They won in Lubbock the week before that. It feels like Kansas is just automatic on this big Monday, even away from the Fog. Tonight was at the Fog, but yeah, game ball to the Fog on a bounce back. They kicked Houston's ass. That was an ass whipping in the second half.
Hat tip game ball for me to North Carolina. One of the 2 games that I picked incorrectly. Trimble goes for 30. Carolina had a 20-point lead in the game. Domination.
Yeah, especially with a man down. You can make a case that might have been. You can make an argument that could have been game ball 1. I will go to the Nazis. Huge road win to go 10-0 down the stretch too. Game ball to the Nazis at Lamar there in Beaumont, Texas. Mac?
Let's go with. I'll give Northwestern State a game ball. The way to fight back because they were outplayed the first half. They needed that game to control their destiny here. Rick Cabrera and company battle back from double digits down to start the second half. Let's go.
That is, I think that's well worthy. Bieniek.
So who have we not given
I think
a game ball
your options are
Grambling State's not getting one.
Houston Christian's probably the one that needs it. They don't deserve or them or Corpus Christi, I would say. So those are the three.
Grambling's not getting one. So I'll do let's go. I'll go Houston Christian on this one. This one was a blowout for a lot of it, and they almost gave it up, but they came out with it.
I think that's the one because they've been terrible on the road. That's a big win there, and that they're actually in the mix too. I think they're one game out, or no, they're tied right now. they're a
in
half
three-way
game out.
tie.
Right?
For the last spot.
All right, Huskies, let's go. Folks, before we get to the games, I want to let you know that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog has you covered for pick 'em for almost every single sport that there is. Play college hoops all the time in this. Underdog has just increased their payouts too. 2 pick entries are now pay out at 3.5, and 3 pick entries now pay out at 6.5. So 6.5 times and 3.5 times the amount of money you enter. How about that? Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. To play $5, get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code. That is TCESGPN. So do that and let it ride. We're also brought to you by Novig. Yes, Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. With Novig, you're getting the best prices. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code SGPN. Yes, get in on the action with Novig. Promo code SGPN. All right.
What we got? 35, 36 games?
Something like that.
In that ballpark.
Something like that. I'm excited for them though, especially this one here. It's the old versus the new. We say goodbye in a few days, unfortunately, to the Red Flashes of St. Francis, who are tucking their vaginas and going down to D3, right?
Bitches.
I mean, come on, boys. You went to the NCAA tournament last year. I don't understand it. I just don't get it. Like, there's plenty of FCS schools that are not opting in football. Just don't opt in and continue to play. And basketball, stay at this. I mean, what are we doing here? I don't understand it. It's too many points, though. It's too many points. Give me St. Francis plus 7.5 at New Haven to start our day. It is standalone, but only by 30 minutes, so I will not lock this. Give me the Red Flash plus 7.5, though. Mac?
I'm going to lay with New Haven. I think St. Francis has quit. They've lost, 8 in a row? New Haven's won 3 in a row. 2 teams headed in the opposite direction, but I won't bet this.
Bieniek?
I agree with Mac. I'll take New Haven here.
All right, Bieniek. I mean, why are you not going to this one? Because the George Gervin Center is going to be rocking, perhaps, as the Redskins of Miami, Ohio, who won by 6 the last time they played EMU. That was a year ago. There was no first matchup this season. They're heading into Ypsilanti, home of the LeBaron. Miami Ohio. This is climbed up. It was 8.5. I had to change the slide right before the show because I did the SGP show earlier. Now it's 9.5. Eastern Michigan's 1-9 in their last 10. I'm gonna lay it with Miami Ohio, the Redskins. Lock. Lay it. The EMU's quit. They're done. They're done. Mac?
You don't think they get up for this one?
I don't even think anyone will be there. I watched their game what was it, like in the past week? Was it Central? The Central game? I feel like there was more Central fans there than Eastern fans.
But they got up for it and they won.
That is true.
I'm battling you. Give me Eastern Michigan. I think Miami of Ohio is going to win. I don't think they're going to get picked off here, but 9.5 is too many for me. Give me Miami of Ohio to win by 6.
Bieniek?
So the cocktail napkins got this game at 8.5.
That's what it opened up at. Yeah.
My gut's telling me I like Eastern Michigan quite a bit here. Going through their home games, win outright against UMass, win against Northern Illinois, and then here we go. They lost 8 of 9, like Colby's mentioning, but they took Kent State at home to double overtime. They lost to Akron by 2 at home. They beat Central Michigan outright at home. The one bad loss at home has been the Western Michigan, who is a rival. But I think for the most part, they've been pretty competitive. I'm going to stay off a lock here, but I'm going to take the Eagles.
Now we got a problem. Now we got a problem.
We got a battle. Mac on the Hurons. Done deal, the Redskins. All right. Noah Petiti.
There's a 10 out there. That's a big number, key number.
Noah Petiti. Why do you guys got to do this to us?
Oh, this game's horrible.
Put this on a Saturday and give us a real Big Ten game on a weeknight. But instead, you try to shove it down our fucking throat. Washington is at Rutgers.
We're going to put this game on a Tuesday. That way you have to watch it.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It bothers me so much.
I'm surprised they didn't put it on Monday.
Bothers me so fucking much, dude. It's like the football game. They threw this exact game, I think it was, in football on a Friday night, and you're like, you motherfuckers. Yeah. And there's only like 2 games, so you're going to watch. But I'm like, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Shout out to a tailgate report giving us $5. Tailgate's the fucking man. State of Michigan needs a Bieniek appearance at Skins versus Hurons Tuesday. We sleep in May, courtesy of John Saggy Pants Rothstein. I mean, Bieniek, what do we got to do to get you to Ypsilanti for the game?
It's not going to be able to work.
Is that far from you?
No. It's quite close, actually. It's like 40 minutes.
You just don't like going to the factory, huh?
I got obligations tomorrow.
Oh,
I got somewhere to be.
Didn't work out with Rebecca. That coffee shop that he.
The only thing on my mind, Gene, was pussy.
Yep. That coffee shop that remember he I forget where he was that day. We did the whole segment on him and Rebecca at the coffee shop.
Yeah. Well, best wishes there. And you tell Rebecca that.
Yeah, motherfucker, I eat everything. I eat the pussy, I eat the butt, I eat every motherfucking thing.
Yeah, I did dick music.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, we got all this shit there.
That was at
the first time I ever saw your dick, I had never seen anything so big and thick.
I have a feeling he'll be in the vicinity of the factory
in
Ypsilanti. He'll be right around there. All right. Bat signal will be up. Shout out to the Hat Man Bats giving us $50. I thought I was smart for taking Houston. Realized I'm an idiot. Glad I got to see them as frauds that they are, though. Great pick. Let's run it back tomorrow. Thank you for the $50, man. And yeah, I mean, look, Houston's still going to be a tough out once you go neutral. Yeah.
I don't know if they're frauds. It's tough to win on the road in college basketball. It is.
There's no such thing as a fraud losing at the Fog. The Fog is the Fog.
Yeah.
Go ahead and debate that one. Like
you can be a fraud and lose at the Fog.
Oh well, I mean, I wouldn't fucking say I'm a fraud after I lose at the Fog, though. I mean, you're a fraud the rest of your resume. But
yeah. You're not a fraud because you lose at the Fog. No,
correct.
That's correct. But frauds go into the Fog.
Yeah. They usually get blown the fuck out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Houston will be just fine. Houston could still go to the Final Four.
So hang on here. Like BC and Wake got moved to tomorrow, right?
Move this to never.
Like to Wednesday. I'm saying, yeah. Can you move this to hell? Is there a classic nor'easterner coming? Do we got to worry about this game being
there's
played?
a blizzard going on in the area.
I don't pay attention to weather anymore.
These Huskies though, they're built for that stuff. But no, the USA the USA hockey teams had to fly into Miami instead of flying into New York tonight.
Okay. I'm on Rutgers here. Rutgers wins the game. No bet. Mac?
I like Washington. I don't know why, but I'm not. I like they stayed out there. There's gonna be I don't think it's gonna be a good crowd at the rack tomorrow. I'll just take Washington. No bet. I mean, just get this game. I hate this game.
Yeah. Bieniek, you said you're on Washington?
I'm actually going to take Rutgers. I said that the Huskies are used to the weather, not meaning, or that wasn't indicating that I think
Gotcha.
they'll win and cover. I think Washington's not good enough to pull away in the rack. I think Rutgers will be competitive here. And that comment that was just displayed a second ago, talking about Houston buy-in now, I 1,000% agree. I mean, the last 3 games, they're on the first 3-game losing streak, like I think ever since Kelvin Sampson's been at Houston. And it's Iowa State, Arizona, and Kansas. All 3 of those teams are 4 seeds in the NCAA tournament, in my opinion. And 2 of them were on the road. The home game was against Arizona, who might be your number 1 overall seed.
Iowa State's a 1 seed right now.
Yeah, I didn't say that they weren't. I said that they're 3 top 4 seeds. Like Kansas is a 4, and Iowa State and Arizona have a good chance to be 1s. So
they lost at Hilton and they lost at the Fog. Everybody check, calm down on Houston.
And they lost the home game to the best resume in the sport. Like I'm all in on that comment. Like buy low now on Houston, because this is as low as they're going to be for the rest of the year.
Who do they got next? Because we got to hammer that.
Colorado, Baylor, Oklahoma State. They're smooth.
Poor Colorado.
They don't get to play in the fucking foo-foo SEC league and get cupcake after cupcake like Florida does. They're playing in the Big 12 where it's fucking real teams.
Did you just hear the 3 teams in a row that they're playing next, bud?
Did you see? What about the 3 teams they just played?
Colorado, Baylor, Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State. They
I think all 3 of those have SEC wins this year, Bieniek.
I don't know if Colorado does. Who did Colorado beat? Colorado beat Providence.
Utah beat a fucking
Yeah. I don't think Colorado does. Yeah, but the rest, I think you might be right.
Colorado's got a Big 10 win to beat Washington. Good job, Colorado.
There you go. Next up, we go to the Colonials with George Washington. The Colonials with George Washington are heading to Philadelphia to take on the Explorers of LaSalle. G-Dub laid 6.5. They played on January 3rd. George Washington won by 22.
Ooh.
I'll take the points in LaSalle. No bet though. Mac?
I will lock up my guys from LaSalle, man. They've covered 3 in a row. They won their last game. They're playing better basketball. I think this game comes down to the wire. I don't know. I'm not calling for the money line, but I think this is a tight one. GW so up and down. So yeah, give me LaSalle. Lock it up.
The shipment is coming in for McIntyre. He is on the Explorers.
Yo, baby.
Bieniek?
Yeah, I kind of agree with Mac's outlook on this game as well. You mentioned the 22-point beatdown they took earlier this year. That was like the second conference game of the season. And this was a team that we kind of looked on paper and it was like, yeah, they're going to need a lot of time to really kind of gel. It was a brand new squad, new coaching staff. And I think even though they've lost, 6 of the last 7, they've been competitive in quite a few games, and then they just won against Rhode Island. I think they're playing better ball. I wouldn't say they're playing great, but George Washington's kind of lost their stride a little bit here. So
up and down.
Give me LaSalle. I don't love it.
Next up for the final time that at least in the MAC, Northern Illinois is at Toledo. Toledo is laying 12.5. I will lay it with Toledo here. McIntosh, what are you doing here?
I will lock Toledo. I think they're going to win by 20.
Yeah, they played on January 6th. They won by 14 in DeKalb.
Yeah, I like Toledo to roll here. Good, traditionally really, really good home team. Yeah, lock it.
I'm sorry. Did we miss a payment? Why do I see someone ask a shout out to Trevor?
Something about
Did we miss a tip? I don't know. Yeah, I'll fucking lock it up too. I think Northern Illinois is trash. I'll go with you here. Lay the 12.5 with Toledo. Bieniek, do you have any idea what's going on in the chat?
Yeah, maybe we did. I don't remember this coming up from Trevor.
Oh, can Bieniek tell us the truck stop bathroom story? That one you're gonna have to come out to Vegas for, I think, Trevor, because yeah, that one. But we will. That's like a 20-minute. That's like a 30-minute story, right, Bieniek? So come out to Vegas. Meet us at the Circa. Shout out to the great Derek Stevens. And after 7 whiskeys, we will tell you that story. But thank you, Trevor.
For those curious, I do not listen to the shows that I miss.
But he knows that story. And if you come out, I'm afraid he can recite that story. He'll recite that story. He might be cursing Matt Painter's name, but get out to Vegas and you'll hear that story. Next up, or what are you doing in that game, Bieniek?
I'm locking Toledo.
Triple lock on the Rockets.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Triple lock on the Rockets. Next up, Western Michigan is at Bowling Green. Bowling Green is laying 12.5, and this is another one I'm going to get down on. I will lock up Bowling Green.
Me too.
Laying 12.5, double lock.
Yeah,
they're a good team. They're going for win 17, man. And I know they lost 2 straight, but like I fully expect them to get 17 or 18 wins for Todd Simon's bunch. Western's trash on the road. Double lock on the Falcons. Bieniek?
I'm going to take the Falcons. I'm not going to bet it, though.
Alrighty, next up, we jump over to UMass is heading to Muncie, Indiana. This is now down at 4.5, I see. Not going to get Muncie out in the middle of nowhere is Frank Martin laying 4.5 at Ball State. I will lay the 4.5. Max, should we lock this?
I could see them getting backdoored. I'm not going to lock it, but I'll lay it with UMass. They'll probably win by 5.
I had it as a question mark, as a potential lock on my sheet here.
Yeah, they just do dumb shit and they struggle to. Every game with UMass is the fucking same. It comes right down to the wire.
That's true. That is true. So maybe you're right. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
I will take UMass here.
All right. Next up. So guys, have you guys followed this Sunbelt race? If Marshall wins this, right? So right now they are a half game out of first. If they win this, and then I believe they get, who do they get? Georgia Southern in the final game.
Yeah,
this is a huge game, but at the same time, ODU is playing better ball right now. They lost in a close game at Southern Miss. That was a neck and neck game. Before that, they beat Louisiana. They beat Georgia State. They lost to Marshall by 2 a week ago, 10 days ago. in a game they were up 90% of the game. Then prior to that, they beat the Ohio Bobcats. I had this one as one that I was unsure of because my first thought was Marshall in a home run spot, lay the 6.5. Because why would there be a 2-point spread? And then part of me was like, who do you has been playing better? Could they be a money line play?
Yeah.
But I'm going to take Marshall and I'm going to lay the 6.5 and I'm going to lock it up. Mac?
I feel like the Fun Belt's going to deliver here. Give me Old Dominion. I think they're live on the money line. It was a 2-point game just a couple weeks ago. I think it's another 2 to 3 point game. Give me the 6.5.
Bieniek?
Monarchs for similar reasons as Mac, but I'm not firing.
We got a battle in Huntington. Dundee on the Thundering Herd. McIntyre on the Monarchs. Must-watch game tomorrow. Next up, the Raging Cajuns are catching 12.5 at Troy. I mean, what the fuck is this?
When are they going to learn about these Raging Cajuns?
They're looking at that 20-point win back in
When
like
are we going to learn about
early
Troy?
January.
They just played their competition.
Yeah, and I actually think Louisiana, like the Raging Cajuns, have kind of turned a corner. They're 6-4 in their last 10, which for a team that only has how many wins do they have? 10. You know, like they don't have a lot of wins. So they've clearly been playing better. And even some of their losses, like the Coastal by 4, the Old Dominion game, that score is misleading. They won by 9. Old Dominion did, but that was like a 1-possession game with 2 minutes left because I had money on that game. I'll lock up the Raging Cajuns. What do you think, Mac?
I think the chat's crazy. Saying lock Troy, lock Louisiana. Quantas, they've gotten better throughout his first year. I think this is a 5-6 point game. I feel like
it's way too many points for a Sunbelt game. This is like 1,000 points. I mean, a Sunbelt game with not involving ULM. This is like a crazy fucking spread.
Yeah, and Troy, to Noah's point, they play down to their competition
a lot.
Yeah, double lock, Bieniek, triple lock.
Yeah, the cocktail napkin loves this. Louisiana is playing better. They've built a little bit of momentum here. The Napkins only got him as a 6.5 point dog. Troy has been quite the fade against shitty teams in the Sun Belt, and yeah, they just play their competition. I don't know how else to put it. So yeah, I'm locking up the Raging Cajuns too.
Triple lock on the Raging Cajuns, getting 12.5. I know Troy destroyed them last game, but you have a first-year coach, and that was like on like January 5th or something, right? It was the first week of January, so like
January 10th. Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't. Okay. So 3 days after the first week of January, right? But my point is like with the first-year coach, and I was mentioning this on the radio show tonight, was like you start to see the tide turn on some of these coaches that are installing their systems. You start to see the buy-in. It's the same way in football. We talk about it all the time in football because you only get a 12-game sample size, so you can emphasize it more. But you see it all the time in the sport. And I think Louisiana next year will be a team to watch out for.
Yeah. It's you start to see the buy-in, or the coach starts to see which guys are committed and which guys are not, or whatever. And
they start to understand the system too. Like sometimes if you were with a previous, like, there's we talk about whether it's Greg Gard or whether it's the transformation between Tony Bennett and Sanchez to Odom. Like that's a big fucking difference. So sometimes it's just to know what your expectations are, of knowing where to be, right? Mac, you were in the coaching world. I mean, how important is that to just grasp offensively and defensively what coach wants from you?
Yeah, I thought, I'm trying to remember our first year at Austin P, like we were dog shit in the non-con, but we got better and better throughout the year and ended up finishing third behind Murray and Belmont. But like it took the first 10 to 15 games to get your culture in place. And similar to Louisiana with Quantas coming over from Kelvin, like they sucked ass in the non-con, which is what we thought would happen because they're not going to bend their culture to win a stupid game in November. Like you're either going to get on board or you're not going to make it in that program. So now I feel like guys are buying in, and that's why I think we've seen Louisiana be chippy here in conference play. What are they sitting at? They're at 7-9, and they have 10 wins on the year. So they enter with 3 wins going into conference play, and they've been almost 500 team.
Well, they just passed the eye test. Once again, I mean, I know Bieniek doesn't have 9 TVs, but I'm saying I don't know how much you have, Mac, but I know you have a lot because you tweet it out all the time, right? My point is that when you get to watch every night, you see it's a much different team than November, December, Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
Like just the way they're cohesive. They I just feel like it's obvious.
I do not think that they're alive to win the game. I think Troy, coming off a loss, also knows that they have no more breathing room.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
Fucked that all up. You know,
but it is the Sun Belt. But it is the Sun Belt. But I think you're right.
They are now. You know, you have to win both games remaining to ensure a share of the regular season title, because you've shit all over yourselves being the best team in the league and just not playing well consistently. So yeah, I think it's a Troy spot just for a win. I think Louisiana's playing really good ball and they compete.
Cover. Shout out to Trevor giving us $2. Would you let me join the show? Theoretically, yes, but I'm not doubting that you know ball. But here's the thing: is that we would let anybody. I mean, all this shit is organic. Nothing happened on but you'd have to work for us first, pay your dues, and then. But down the road, yeah. I mean, I'm never going to say no to anything, right? Well, I'll say no to a couple things, but I mean, I'm just saying we built this organically, and I
mean, shit. Like some of the listeners in this chat have been here for years, or listening for years, and offering input for years, and like, if they were to come say something, there's probably a good amount of people that could be ahead or behind Trevor, but also in saying that is like out of the blue, we picked up Carlton that just do slides this year. It's
everybody cannabis capper. I mean, all of that shit happens organically. So if you're interested, we will never say no. But at the same time, you got to pay your dues. That's the thing. It's like back when there was 4 people. You fuckers weren't even here yet when I was checking out my 12 downloads, right? It was, but my point is that Max started working for free. Then Bieniek was first, actually, I think.
Yeah.
Bieniek was first. It wasn't on the mic, but he was behind the scenes. And then Matt came in. And that goes for everyone. I mean, even outside of the college experience, SGPN. The beautiful thing that we stumbled upon, in my opinion, is that we had a bunch of people that, like, the original core of us was like, we wanted to work really hard to
hungry.
Yeah. To do shit. And it all happened kind of like I don't want to say by accident, but just naturally, like given a time and a platform. And then you said, hey, I know I can be good at this. Right.
Yeah, it wasn't an accident. It was a lot of hard work. And it still is. Like, I don't think any of us think we're there yet.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on my Pulitzer Prize. But
that's your end goal, Colby, is a Pulitzer Prize.
No. Actually, I would no show for that. To tell you the truth.
The show is absolutely rolling. Colby started in a garage. Now he's in a new garage.
That's true.
I started 3+ years ago in Morgantown. Oh, and I'm back in the same complex in Morgantown. We're rolling, baby.
Oh yeah.
I started I started in my college dorm room, and I'm living in my child. Spit it out, Jesus Christ! My childhood bedroom.
Wait. I think what my friend is trying to say is
the Lou Holtz over there. What
is
well, I don't get the brain man cold,
But they're counting down.
I went from garage to studio to nice studio back to the garage.
Yeah. Colby knows actually, like, my first few episodes, I had a really nice studio on campus.
Yeah, I remember that. You had like fucking strangers, a bunch of people eating food and shit. I remember that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. 9TVs. Well, the 9TVs was in the studio too, so I had to transform that to the garage. So yeah,
I've got a good solid 3 TVs, a laptop that I can quad screen, and a tablet to monitor scores, and a phone for social media.
But I will say this: one of the most common things is like when people send the resume, and it's no disrespect to them, but they just don't know our world.
They're overqualified.
No, but they also aren't they aren't ready for the grind. Like they're not ready for that. Like
Sure.
in my opinion, like most of them aren't ready for the fucking like. I mean, I worked for free for like fucking almost a decade. You know what I mean? Like, it was a good amount of time and I'm not saying that that'll be the case now because we have more momentum behind us. But like, if you just think we're just gonna we built this thing and protect this thing, you know, I would say like everybody that has put in, we're not just gonna. We need to see you busting your ass before like we are going to fully commit. You know what I mean? So like. Sometimes we've had some people that joined in and said, "Oh, see, I could work good. I did 2 weeks. Where's my money?" And I'm like, "Hey, go fuck yourself, dude. I worked for fucking 7 years." You know what I mean? Like, the fuck you talking about, right? Like that's just not how it goes. Especially with an independent company, we don't have some rich, Mark Cuban on top of us giving us a bunch of fucking money. So I mean
if we did, Colby would be living in Trinidad and Tobago. I'd be living in my own place. And Mac wouldn't be living in an apartment in Morgantown.
No, not Trinidad, man. One of my friends is from Trinidad, and his dad got murdered. So and he was a politician.
Okay.
Politician. So I'm out on that. Out on Trinidad, but I would be in Bora Bora. How about that? Or Bali or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Or as Tony Vitello in a famous press conference rant, he said, I recommend Cabo, San Lucius, or Tulum. Myself, I'll be in all 3. Or something like that.
Yeah. But no, I mean, like this shit, when we started the original, and we'll close it with this because, but I'm saying like this shit was I didn't even know that this could become this. It just started showing up and like, put your head down and work. Put your head down and work. Put your head down and work. And what before even the college basketball experience was a thing. That's kind of what it was. And that I would just say like, I think one thing that helped us is doing stand-up because a bunch of the original people that started SGPN are tied to stand-up, and you expect no return in stand-up from the start. So you're just hungry, and that's kind of been the blueprint or I think what feeds us. And I would say it's probably draws parallels to the coaching world that Mac was a part of. When how long do you have to eat shit and coach? I mean, how many times do you pull up like a resume of like a coach at wherever? Pepperdine, and they were like fucking assistant for like 20 years. You know what I mean? Just
my first semester as a freshman, my job was to just make sure the fridges were full and make sure the recruiting mail outs, because that was actual thing back then before social media blew up. Recruiting mail outs, just stuff the envelopes and make sure that it gets out, sent out in the mail on time. Those are my 2 big jobs. Stock the fridges. No, not the good fridge, not Hugs' good fridge. It was the actual fridges with water and the envelopes.
You weren't high enough on the ladder for the Hugs fridge.
No, I didn't. I was
don't you touch my fridge, you son of a bitch. Right?
Yeah. And then that fucking and then by the end, before I got out, that prick was trying to steal my beer from my fridge. God damn it. And now here we are.
Shout out to TW because you're basically quoting Charles Bukowski as something great that find something you love and let it kill you. I firmly believe that. Anyway, enough.
Yeah, and Nick's right on this too. It's like same thing in the media world and this podcasting stuff or whatever. Like you're like Colby said, you're talking to a brick wall and nobody there for years before you start churning out and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And yeah. Anyway, let's Enough sucking our own dicks. Let's what's up? I should be on the show. I went from cursing at Mac for soundboard failures when he hosted the show to calling him Sir Mac, but then still cursing at him. That's amen, Dusty Bottoms. And I know there's some knowledgeable fucking people in the chat. Trust me, Clark. I've always thought Clark. I know he's probably got his own fucking life, but I was like, Clark could fucking be on this fucking mic and destroy it.
Huffer,
Trevor, Huffer, I mean, there's a million.
Jones.
There's a million. I mean, not a million, but there's like 20 within our chat that I trust the opinions of.
Elliot, Iveta.
Go
Rocco.
check out the pregame show where I have all those jackasses on. 6 o'clock.
Iveta has been here from the very, very beginning.
Frankie, my brothers, please share my options. Do you thanks for the $5, by the way. How do you choose to stream 9 TVs, a single ESPN? So luckily for me, we have a company card, so I get even flow. You know what I mean? Like early on, this was a real problem for me, and I imagine it's a problem for Bieniek there. But I'm saying like that was, I guess, if you have two different emails, you can get 2 different. But for us, we just throw it on. I think I have 3 different accounts for ESPN Plus on the card. On our our SGPN. I have an SGPN account, like a credit card. So we just do that. Everything's a write-off. So like Flow TV, Swag TV. It wasn't always that though. Before we were watching like Russian television and shit. You know what I mean? So Bieniek, how do you do that though with your I mean, I guess you don't have 9 TVs, so it's like, but
yeah, I don't have multiple screens, but so I've got basically it's a cable box, but it's a little bit more decked out than that. What I will do is on the 2 like separate TVs, I'll do like a CBS or a Fox or one of the big cable games that I'll be able to throw on one of those TVs. The big TVs, like one of the games that I am locked on most to. And then the laptop is typically for ESPN Plus games, because if it's on one device, it works. So
yeah,
that's how I get around that.
Some of these comments are fucking hilarious in the chat.
Yeah, I saw a tweet today too of somebody saying, yeah, the best way to grow your following or whatever is to treat your chat or like treat your followers or whatever as if they're one of you. Like, and it was something about like, don't talk down to them, like, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, hey, our chat we get along with perfectly fine because we don't sugarcoat anything. We're talking shit back and forth to each other. So it's like,
I fucking hate my followers. Fuck off.
Yeah. Shout out to Trevor. Who is Green and Kramer? Yes. So is that the true owners? Yes. Well, SGPN. It started as sports gambling podcast, and Sean Green is a buddy of mine who's a comedian, and Ryan Kramer, who was his roommate for a while, but I was also just friends with a bunch of comedians. Ryan was never doing stand-up, but he was a part of it in a way. And I knew them through that. And that's how they hit me up. Actually, other comedians had told them they need to get with me. Or no, Sean. They told Sean to get with me. Me and Sean have been buddies. He was in my pilot. I got him a bullshit role in a pilot that failed. And but we had been buddies for a while. I used to host a show and on Friday nights with Santa Monica, Saturday nights for San Diego. And it was like a circuit. So you would just do both of those. And Green was on that a few times, but we had been buddies. So he had hit me up and said, come do the show. At the time, this is 2011. So I didn't even know what the fuck a podcast was. So we started this podcast. This is like pre-Rogan, you know what I mean? Or if he was doing it, it was just started. So I was like, he was pretty fucked up. It was a Toys for Tots show that I did. So I was like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. And then the next time I ran into him, which was like a week or two later, he was like, dude, you gotta come on the show. And that was the start of it for my side of it was, okay, you guys, I came on their show. I think it was about March Madness maybe. And then said, well, shit, you guys don't even know college ball. College ball is where the heart of all sport comes from in America. So you need to do that. And then I started writing for their website and boom. So yeah, they were the OGs, but yeah, it's all pretty much stand-up based. CJ, obviously the Bet Detective, obviously a comic, if you can't tell by our Thursday night show, which I'm getting word that he will be back on Thursday night, by the way. We think so. Yeah. Anyway, appreciate all the donations and all the banter. Next up, we have the Pussy Pack of NC State is at Virginia. This is a money line play if I've seen one. Give me the plus 230 on the money line. The day after the Tony Bennett court. In hindsight, like Miami was a bad play on the money line because they were honoring Tony Bennett, even though Miami still should have hit. I'm loading up on the Pussy Pack guys. They got destroyed by him on like January 3rd or something. Somewhere around there. Will Wade hasn't slept since then. Let's be honest. All over the Pussy Pack. I think they win this thing on the money line. Double lock. Take the points, cover your ass. Money line play as well. McIntosh, what are you doing here?
Yeah, it was a weird 11 a.m. start time on a Saturday, and Virginia just went into Raleigh and whipped their ass right from the tip. But NC State, in my opinion, has gotten a lot better since that meeting. I like NC State. I'll lock it up with you. I think this is a tight game coming off the Miami game.
Let's go. Shout out to Jackson. Congratulations. Let's go. Pussy Pack, double lock. Bieniek?
I'm on the Wolfpack with you guys, but I'm going to stay off of this. Only because I think it's going to be a tight game. I could see it going either way. Virginia could dress it up with some foul shots. NC State could even possibly win the game. I don't have a very good feel on it, but I know it should be a good one. So can't wait to watch.
MJ says, Colby, I've never seen you love the Pussy Pack this much. Well, let's be honest. I was on them against Carolina because it was the ultimate spot. And I'm not a fool. Well, I think Will Wade's a good basketball coach, and Kevin Keatts was. I don't even think Kevin Keatts is a terrible basketball coach. I just think he's not Will Wade. Yeah, but I still have my questions on how far Will Wade can take this. I don't know. We'll see, because the pussy rubs off on you. That's one thing I do know. Keatts was much better at Wilmington. Pussy rubs off on you, and that was a weak ACC he was in. So
Kevin Keatts was not a good basketball coach because he didn't start DJ Burns for 23 games or whatever.
Well, sometimes you can make a mistake, scattered ass. You know what I mean? Like, you're not paying attention.
Selling stuff out of a vending machine. You get distracted with your side gig. Yeah.
They say making a Final Four makes you a good coach. But Matt's saying Virginia makes me a believer tomorrow. I am not a believer. I'm gonna, maybe they will, but right now, if you're looking for one where I am gonna potentially take the higher seeded team in the first round,
the 12 seed against the 5, or
I am thinking about that Wahoo game. So yeah,
Odom's been in those spots before, but typically as the dog.
Yeah. It changes here. Trevor says, "Is this your full-time jobs?" Thanks for the $2. For me, it is. But we had to work to that. For a long time, I was fucking bartending and doing God knows what. Early on, I think I was selling cell phones at one point. It was the worst job of my life, by the way. The other guys are working on it. You know, I feel like, speak freely.
Yeah, wake up at 9 a.m. and shoot the shit at the other gig every day. So I definitely work a lot harder on this gig than the other one. The other gig, I am half-assing. I can tell you that. I'm half awake.
I wouldn't describe this as a full-time gig because I'm not making, year-round money per se. We have some dead months in the summer, or specifically I do, because I don't jump on the football content game. But I've recently, within the last year, picked up, joined another team on the college baseball side too. So I'm just part-time piecing it together with two different podcasts / media brands, but I wouldn't call it full-time either.
King Jackoff, Colby did OnlyFans for a while. Yeah, I've been doing that. Ended up getting married, and of course, shout out to OnlyFans. They connected me.
I thought it was Talkify.
Yeah, it was a little bit of everything. I was doing a bunch of different shit.
Swing your sword.
Those dick pills were fantastic. That's our analysis on the pussy pack. Double lock there. Sprinkle the money line. I'm very proud of my artwork here with Kenny Skywalker. If you don't know who Kenny Skywalker is, first off, that should replace every Luke Skywalker strain of weed in the country, for my personal opinion. But also, he was awesome. I mean, NBA player for the Knicks and the Bullets. I don't know if he played for a third team, but I remember one of the Knicks and the Bullets. And he could dunk. He probably should have won a dunk contest, in my opinion. Like back in the day, the problem was he went against Dominique and Jordan one year. And then the next year, he went against Spud Webb. So Jordan and Dominique had the star power, and they were also awesome at dunking the fucking ball. And then the next year, Spud Webb, which, I mean, who the fuck's not going to give it to a fucking midget on the basketball court? You know what I mean? Like, you have to give it to that guy. So he would have been a slam dunk champion, in my opinion. I don't think he ever got one, if memory serves me correct. I have not done a deep dive on the slam dunk champions, but did he win one? He might have won one. Maybe I'm full of shit. Maybe he did win one. I thought he was knocking on the door. He could just jump and float. It was really impressive. Even when he was on the Bullets, like, he wasn't an offensive juggernaut by any means, but he had moments where he could just jump up there and float. And it was just like a block or a dunk. Shout out to Kenny Skywalker, man. Hope he's doing well in life and kicking ass. Kentucky is in Columbia, South Carolina. What is this line? This opened up at 5.5. I changed it to 6.5 on the SGP show. It's 5.5.
Kentucky got to have this game.
I think I think they win it, but I think South Carolina gives them everything. Give me the points to South Carolina.
How does this typically go? The Wildcats take over Columbia, right?
Yeah, but South Carolina has played them tough recently there.
Kenny Skywalker did win one in 89. God damn it. Nice poll collector.
Yeah, it'll be all Kentucky fans. They'll take over the building. Kentucky's lost 3 in a row here. I'm locking Kentucky, man. I think they blow it open late. South Carolina's off a win too. Yeah, give me the Cats. Big Blue.
I'm staying away. I'll take South Carolina, but I'm staying away. McIntosh taking a Wildcats. Bieniek?
Yeah, Kentucky's been all over the place. Not super confident which team's showing up on whatever day. For
Fred saying smash play on UK, by the way. I'm sorry. Continue.
Hilarious.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure what team's showing up for Pope in this one, but I'm picking Kentucky. And then I saw in the chat earlier, TW, I believe it was. Yeah. He's saying, let's expand to horse racing in the summer with a show. We do have a horse racing show. It's called the Notorious OTB with
Chase
the Wolf of Oaklawn,
yes,
who has done some stuff with the college experience before, and also my
I
buddy
actually
Malcolm
got him
Bamford.
the gig. Yeah, and Malcolm Bamford's great too, but from the MLB Gambling Podcast. But Chase Sessoms, hell of a good guy.
He's
hell
hilarious
of a good guy.
too.
Yeah. If anything, we should get him on here more. But check out the Notorious OTB. That podcast, fantastic shit. It's and great artwork too. They play on
he's
Biggie
loyal
cover.
and consistent because he's an Arkansas fan.
He is an Arkansas fan, and I think his second team is the Houston Cougars.
Oh,
So
okay.
he's got I forget his affiliation there. Maybe he married into it. But yeah, he's the Wolf of Oaklawn because he's always at Oaklawn in Arkansas there. Jerry Davis, if you go out to Oaklawn, you got to let us know. But yeah, I'm on Bieniek. Who'd you take in this one?
Kentucky.
Okay. I'll take South Carolina. No bet. Next up, the classic case of Blue Bulls is happening in Akron, Ohio, as the Bulls are getting 15.5. Stop it. Give me the Blue Bulls. Akron wins by 10. Akron wins by 10 here. What are they playing for, by the way?
I mean, Akron's only one game back of Miami of Ohio.
That is fair. But they have the tiebreaker, so it's 2 games back.
True. I mean, there's still 4 games left. I think there's a lot to play for. I'll lay it.
I'll take the points. I think Akron wins by like 10.
I'm not betting this one, though.
Yeah, I'm staying away too.
I'm on the Bulls. I think it's just a bit too many. Yeah, I'll take the points here.
It's at 16.5, says Capper. Shout out to the great Cannabis Capper. Give him a follow on Twitter as well at Cannabis Capper. And check out his articles at sportsgamblingpodcast.com or the SGPN app, which is free to download.
Gus and Wakefield talking about don't forget mommy's allowance, Noah. Yeah, that was the joke of the first Las Vegas trip. Speaking of like kind of doing everything on our own, not getting much pay or whatever. I paid my entire way to Las Vegas that first year. So did Mac. But yeah, the joke was I was 21 and I needed a permission slip. So this time around, not so much, but still that joke will probably be around.
That's one thing. These Bieniek's got tough skin. And everyone's got tough skin. I mean, how many times we shit on? I mean, I shit on Mac. We shit on everybody. I mean, Justin Mark. If you listen to our UFL show or CFL show, it's hilarious when the people come from the non-comedy world into it, and sometimes they just think like, okay, it's cool, but it's like, no, we're gonna shit on each other. That's the formula.
I mean, some people just walk into it like you call 911 for gas on the side of a freeway.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta get it done. I told them I had to fucking chill with Prick Dundee, and they said, all right, we'll get you.
They said they know that big dick son of a bitch, don't they, huh? Anyway, next up.
I'm a fan of Prick Dundee. I listened to him back when it was Land Down Under.
Before they got me.
Yeah.
Those bastards got me.
What is
Duke is laying 17.5 at Notre Dame. Here we go. Shrewsbury special. Give me the 17.5 at Notre Dame. Duke wins by 10 or 12. Lock up the Irish. I'm your leprechaun. Moneyline is not live. No Marcus Burton either, for the record. McIntyre, what are you doing here?
Yeah, he's never coming back. Yeah, I mean,
well, he's going to try to redshirt.
Yeah, I mean, what has the Irish like covered every game over like the Shrewsbury era against Duke? I don't think Duke has covered one game against Notre Dame since.
I was about to say, for some reason, I just don't find these games memorable. Duke, and it's the Big East thing, like you mentioned, like Duke, Notre Dame.
Yeah, I'll lock Notre Dame. They'll lose by 12.
Double lock on the Irish. Todd asking, is it going to be the most chaotic tourney in years?
Could be.
Yeah. Could
Never
be.
know.
Yeah,
I had high hopes for that last year, and it turned into one of the most chalk tournaments we've seen in years.
That happens once every 10 years. Yeah, exactly. If it happens 2 years in a row, I would be surprised, though. Bieniek, who are you taking here?
Let's go with Notre Dame, and I'll lock this with you guys, too. I'm not super confident in it, but I do think that this is a pretty good sandwich spot for Duke. Coming off a big
Virginia
win,
on deck, right?
Coming off a big win against number 1 Michigan. Now Duke's the number 1 team with that nice little label next to their name. Next game is home against Virginia, NC State, North Carolina to finish it out. This is their one little lull, and I think Notre Dame catches them. They lose by like 10. Notre Dame's competitive here.
Triple lock on the Irish. I'm your leprechaun. Shout out to all the Leprechaun movies. All right. Some people try to shit on them. Those are classics.
Shout out to this guy. He likes me because I hit New Orleans. He's back to being a fan of mine.
This guy.
You're a fair weather fan, Jack. Fuck.
I'm pretty sure he told us to die in a forest fire a few times, but
he definitely did. I'm not falling for that shit. Quick kiss to my ass.
But notice that we didn't block you, Josh, with your fucking hunting glasses on there, you son of a bitch. All right. We never blocked you, and you're always welcome back. And if we meet up, I'll buy you a beer, but I'll still call you a pile of shit for telling us that shit too, buddy. Shout out to Josh 4976 in the chat.
Shout out to the Texans Anderson fan or whatever it was.
What's that? Oh, that guy, Richard.
Yeah, Richard Anderson. Or whatever.
Yeah. He's a pile of shit too, but he's a good pile of shit. All right.
Yeah.
That's
like
the difference.
They shit on me. It gets me in the foxhole, and that's when I throw back against the wall. I don't want any of you fucking kissing my ass. Fuck all.
Mac is not in the foxhole after a 7-2 night.
I don't want my ass kissed. I don't want to get comfortable. You get a place that you get your ass kicked. Let's go. Foxhole.
Florida repeating this year, says Lakota, and Clark says Eddie Griffin made fun of me so bad once that I cried in my but dude, oh man, I can imagine, but I mean, you probably started it. Did you not start it with him, Clark? Why am I drawing a blank on my guy's name? I'm drawing a blank on my guy's name. He's the best one. I once got heckled really bad when I was a young kid by why am I drawing a blank? He's in fucking Casino. The one-liner. Sinatra gave him his first gig. I'm drawing a blank on one of the best. Don Rickles. Yes. Don Rickles fucking heckled the fuck out of me one time. And it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life in DC at the DC Improv. Just fucking funniest shit ever. But I know that feeling. I was like a young little kid too, pretty much. But great stuff. Central Michigan at Kent State. Is this automatic lock worthy here? Kent State's laying 11.5. Central Michigan's terrible on the road. Do we have 3 gigantic favorites? I'm going to have 4 with Miami, Ohio.
Yeah. I'll just throw out the warning that this is the gigantic look ahead to Akron.
Well, that's why I like Buffalo. Battle for the wagon wheel on deck for Akron. I'm still laying with Kent State. Central Michigan's terrible. I won't lock this one because I'm getting a little lock crazy on these MAC games. Mac, what are you doing here?
I'll fire another Big Mac. Lock it, Kent.
All right, let's go. What are we talking about? We're gonna have both sides of the fucking wagon. The only one I'm not touching is Buffalo and Akron. Let's go. I'll go with you. Central's terrible. Just won a rivalry game. Let's go. Bina, come on.
Can't do it. I'll take the Golden Flashes, though.
All right. Next up, we have Marquette, Georgetown. Sorry, Clark.
Could have been a good game once upon a time.
Georgetown's laying 3.5. Give me Marquette to win outright. Lock.
Yeah.
Lock.
This is confusing. Yeah, I'll take Marquette.
Yeah. Double lock on the very, very, very Golden Eagles. Bieniek?
I'm still not on that train. I'll let you guys have fun on that Marquette side. But I'll take the Golden Eagles, no bet.
They've been good to us lately.
I know they've been all right for you guys lately, the last month.
Folks, want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Kalshi. Kalshi is a real money prediction market, legal in all 50 states, and Kalshi has a ton of trading options for your favorite sports. I mean, besides sports, they got other markets, politics, entertainment, hell, even the weather. It's Kalshi. You can trade anything, and new Kalshi customers get $20 when you use the promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi. That's Kalshi. Kalshi. Promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm has been on an absolute heater for college hoops. Super easy to sign up, run predictions off the house model, or you can make your own and play with those sliders that they offer. Looking to go premium? Use the promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm. That's RITHMM. Use that promo code SGPN25. All right. We are back. This guy went on a fucking beer run. Bieniek, who'd you take here?
Marquette.
Yeah. I think Shaka's going to get him. I think he's going to get him. I feel pretty decent about this one, even though the game is kind of irrelevant, right? I mean, I don't even know how excited are you to watch this.
Year.
Are you going to watch this game, Bieniek? The chat's cracking me up.
No, probably it will not probably make the setup tomorrow.
Yeah.
Actually, no, because I will not be home tomorrow.
That's right. That is right.
It's easy to see a tide turn.
Let's just say Bieniek going out on the town.
Dan Marino and his really dynamic wife.
Shout out to Bubba with the hilarious comment in the chat, youtube.com/the college experience. Come say what's up. That's for just the viewers. All right. Fernando asked, do you bet on NBA games? I do not.
Playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't have time. I don't have time to watch the NBA. And
I used to back in the day, but the NBA to me is trash these days. I'd rather watch goddamn fucking laser tag or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather watch European fucking car racing or something. I don't know. Like, I'm out. I pulled the plug. Bieniek, do you bet on the NBA games?
Was that to me?
Do you bet on NBA games?
No, not NBA. The sport I'm actually I venture a little bit into just for fun. When I'm not betting baseball in the summer, it's golf. I find golf betting entertaining, mainly because you could take Scotty Scheffler, who's just by far and away the best golfer. He'll win 2 or 3 tournaments in the summer. He'll be priced at like plus 300, 400. And it's like a 10-point dog winning on a Tuesday. That it's a nice feeling. The golf community gets mad at you and says it's not a winning strategy. But when you only bet like 6 to 8 tournaments a year, I'll take it.
Yeah. NBA, check out the Donahue documentary. Oh, that's a podcast documentary, by the way, but it's well worth it. Next up, Northwestern is at Indiana. Indiana's laying 9.5, guys. I'll take the points. I think they could stay in this game. Northwestern did beat them by 9 in Evanston back on January 22nd, but I still think 9.5 is steep. Give me these Wildcats, Mac. What do you think?
Yeah, I'll lock up Northwestern. Indiana, they play slow, more of a grinder team. Chris Collins and company. I know they've been disappointed, but they are coming off a win. I like them to finish strong. I think they're better than their record.
9.5 is a little too steep for that. I'm in. Yeah. That'd be a lock on triple lock because Clark's in on the action too with Northwestern. Bieniek, quadruple?
No, I disagree. I'm on Indiana here. I think they're pretty much front runners in the Big Ten after about 16 games of sample size. They lose to some of the top teams, and then they smash the bottom feeders in the league. They've lost 2 in a row to Illinois and Purdue. I think DeVries will get the guys to respond, and they'll win this thing by like 15. That's my thought process here. I'm not going to put any money on it, but I think Indiana pulls away.
Yeah, I like a few of these games in a row here. Next up, we have West Virginia, the Mountaineers.
Morgantown, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old
Morgantown, WV. Heading into Stillwater, take on Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State was laying 2.5 money coming in on these Mountaineers. That was probably Mac pissed drunk at Billy's Tacos earlier tonight, but I'll battle him. Give me Oklahoma State to win this thing. Lay the 1.5. Lock. McIntosh.
Got to win out. Starts tomorrow. Ears, money line. Let's go. They get a split on this road trip.
Morgantown, you'll always be home sweet home to me.
Good old Morgantown. Morgantown, Max gonna lose. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
Yeah, the cocktail napkins got this thing right on that 1.5 number. Oklahoma State's lost 5 in a row. West Virginia's lost 2 in a row. This is where rubber meets the road. Both of these teams, I think, in a must-win situation, or else their at-large bids are gone. Give me the Pokes at home.
Lock?
No.
Ah, come on. God damn it, buddy.
Well,
How do you have any confidence in this game? Both of
Because
these
they're at
teams
home.
have been all
I
over
got a
the
lot of
place.
confidence in this game. I don't trust West Virginia to score on the road. I know they won at UCF, but okay, blah, blah, blah.
It's Cincinnati too.
I think Oklahoma State's a better team than West Virginia. I think they've been better the whole fucking year.
Not tomorrow night, baby. Here's money line. Ross Hodge and company gonna get a split. They're gonna beat BYU and get back into this mix.
Get back into it, buddy. Get back into it. We got a battle. Let's go.
Yeah.
McIntyre on the Mountaineers. Dundee saying, how about them Cowboys? Next up, the Cincinnati Bearcats are heading to Lubbock, catching 6.5 now. This has gone up a point. Can they do it again? Can they do it again? Texas Tech's 13-1 at home. Cincinnati's 2-6 on the road, but one of those is in the fog. You don't change horses midstream. All right. And they're on this road trip. And I want to see this again without Toppin. They got the 1-game bump. Lock me up these Bearcats plus 6.5. Let's go. McIntyre, what are you doing here?
I agree. I'm on Cincinnati. I think this is a barn burner. That Cincinnati gets this one, they're gonna be right there to make the dance. Yeah, I like Cincinnati. I think they're playing better basketball.
Double lock on these Bearcats. Bieniek?
I disagree with the guess. I'm going to be taking Texas Tech in this one. I still kind of agree with Colby's angle. I want to see game 2 without JT Toppin after getting that 1-game bump and blowing out K-State. However, we've seen this Texas Tech program play games without JT Toppin before, or without him that 100%. He missed a lot of time in 2024, or at least he was playing in some games and he was pulling Darren Peterson's himself, not voluntarily leaving the game, but really managing his minutes just to be healthy come March, because I think it was back or something that was giving him a lot of issues last year. So I've seen this program succeed without him on the floor for a good chunk of time. Give me the Red Raiders. Lay it.
Lock?
No. Nope.
Alrighty. Guru's asking. Love Gangstar. What days will y'all be in Vegas? May he rest in peace. But that is the Wednesday, the 18th. Does that sound accurate?
Yeah.
Wednesday the 18th to Saturday the 21st, maybe Sunday the 22nd. So there you go. We're having a big party Wednesday. We're going to figure that shit out. But yeah, there's that. Also, Rory Moore says you guys are stiff and too much Coke or glue. Yeah, I'm not a big cocaine guy. Never been my cup of tea, but huffing paint, 1,000%. All right. So you might be onto something there, as I am in a garage. Guys, you guys are going to both be in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Bieniek?
Wednesday, be there Wednesday.
There we go.
Yeah. This is a podcast, so I'll say yes instead of doing the thumbs up. But yeah.
Yeah. Double lock on Cincinnati.
So the Wednesday, I thought, okay, I maybe heard differently, but Wednesday party. I was thinking that was.
When did you hear? When did you hear that differently?
Like a couple days ago. Just I thought that was a recording day.
That could be. Shit changes, so I haven't checked in. That's just as of Friday. So
yeah, you probably actually know more than me, to be honest.
No, not really. I have White Tiger, so I don't really pay attention to anything. Shout out to Drew. Come on out, brother. See you there. I'll buy you a couple cocktails or 20.
Yeah, because I know I'm flying in Wednesday night, I believe. So I land at like 7.
Yeah, there we go. So we'll figure it out. I'll give you guys a schedule soon. It's right around the corner. Yeah.
Planning's overrated.
Let's go. Guys, St. Louis, the Billikens. They've been rolling. Despite Sean Green calling Robbie Avila a fat blob of mayonnaise. St. Louis is laying 5.5 at UD Arena. Dayton is hot, and I have Dayton as a lock. I also have Dayton as a money line play tomorrow. They got healthy. They got healthy at the right time of year, and I think they're dangerous.
Did you watch the interview that Avila did with Ryan Hammer?
I don't think so.
Hammer asked him, like, you've got so many nicknames. I don't know which ones you've, kind of given approval to or your stamp of approval on or whatever. He's like, do you have a favorite one? And he said, I like the one that everybody says Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But he's like, I like Hot Rod. I was like, okay.
Hot Rod Hundley, baby.
Hot Rod, like Hot Plate or Hot Rod Williams and Hot Plate Williams.
Yeah.
That's great. I got to check out that interview. Guys, I think Dayton's going to win this game tomorrow. I feel pretty good about it, actually.
Yeah, I think Dayton
might be my dog. Yeah,
I'm with you. I'll lock up Dayton. They've turned it around since that VCU fucking debacle.
Well, some of it is they got healthy, man. If you look at what happened, like getting a few of those guys healthy was half the battle. So yeah, double lock on the Dayton Flyers. Bieniek?
I'm not buying into the narrative yet. This is one that I definitely have to see a little bit more of them rolling. They've beaten Davidson, George Mason, and Duke.
No, but they won at George Mason. That was
St. Louis is a different animal.
Here. I disagree. I think St. Louis is a little overrated. We'll see.
No,
I do. I think on the road we'll see. Well, I watched Rhode Island just stick it to St. Louis last time they hit the road.
No, I can't get there.
I'm just saying George Mason lost one home game all year.
That's St. Louis battle.
Yeah. Yeah, come on now. You chicken McFly?
I'm not going to fade UD Arena.
Double lock on St. Louis. I say sprinkle that fucking money line. This is a money line play. Sprinkle that money line. Next up, we go to Southern Indiana at Morehead State. The game everybody wants.
Hell yeah.
Nothing like some good old OVC action.
Big game.
Huge
better
game.
Than less had.
Huge game. Morehead is tied for first place.
I know.
Don't slip up against these screaming Eagles.
They're going to lose outright. Fucking OVC, man.
No. I'm locking up Morehead here.
Blocking Morehead.
I'll take Morehead. I am not touching this thing with a 10-foot fucking pole.
Morehead's rolling right now.
I still don't think they 8.5 is a big number in this conference.
Well, they just beat Western Illinois by 22.
True, but they also beat Eastern Illinois, by 3 the game before.
Southern Indiana's hot. They've won 2 in a row.
Yeah, I'll stay away. Give me Morehead though. I'll agree with Bieniek there. It's like if I had to pick this game, I'll take Morehead. I think it's more likely they win by 9. I don't know. I just don't think Southern Indiana is any good. These screaming Eagles they're all screamers. No bite. Mac, what are you doing here?
I'm just taking the Screaming Eagles. I'm not going to bet it. But yeah, I'm definitely not liking 8.5 in the OVC.
Morehead State is minus 12 on the cocktail napkin. It's a really efficient offense, the second best in the OVC up against the worst offense in the OVC. So I'll go Eagles.
Bieniek, lock it up. Morehead State laying 8.5. Next up, Coastal Carolina heads to Atlanta. This line's hilarious.
Nice logo.
I mean, how great is this fucking line? Coastal Carolina is 1 game out of first place.
I'm telling you, this Fun Belt.
And Georgia State is in 3rd to last place.
By the way, did we sniff that out or did we sniff that out on Georgia State?
Yeah, we were on top of that. We were for sure.
They were leading the league.
This line stinks though, dude. I'm taking Coastal, but I'm not touching this game. Give me Coastal. Watch them lose this game. I had 0 confidence on this play. Give me Coastal. I just think they're a better team.
Beat them by 18 earlier this year.
Georgia State's going to beat them.
I'm not locking. I will not bet anything in this game. Anything. Mac, are you locking Georgia State?
Yeah, I lock Georgia State. Bounce back off JMU on Saturday.
JMU took it to him, dude. Watch that whole game. Yeah.
Hey, JMU.
Yeah. Bieniek?
I will take Coastal. No conviction whatsoever behind it, but I'll take the revenge angle with the team that's just playing better ball right now.
Yeah. Next up we have Bradley USC. You know I love this game. USC is laying 2.5. I will lock up USC laying 2.5.
What time does this game start?
This game starts at 8:00 Eastern, and guess what? Senior night for the Flames. I actually expect this one. It's a rivalry game. A, B, senior night. I'm expecting the Flames to actually have a crowd. McIntosh, what are you doing here?
I like UIC too, man. Bradley's been so up and down this year, and I don't like them on the road. Where are we at in the Valley? I need to check that real quick.
This is for the 2 seed. The winner will have the 2 seed.
Yeah, I like UIC at home. Let's go. Lock it up.
Bieniek?
So the Providence game got moved to Wednesday?
I got to adjust that on the slides, I think. Yeah, Boston College, Wake Forest too.
Gotcha. Okay. That's why I asked the game time.
So that someone said this earlier in the chat that New Haven St. Francis game is probably going to move too.
Yeah.
Hey, what's that? I was going to say maybe even some of the other Northeast games. I don't think there's too many, but there's a couple other ones in Philly and shit. So
gotcha.
To offer further analysis too, like UIC's off of embarrassing home loss to Valpo, so they get a split.
Yeah, but they don't play well there.
But it's normally because it's not lit. I actually think it will be lit because A, it's a rivalry game. B, it is senior night.
Fair. It's a good point.
This might be the game I want to watch most tomorrow.
It's a big game for the standings.
It's a huge game. Both teams, yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think Colby just kind of sold me there a little bit. Bradley on the road too. So off of a big rivalry win against Illinois State, I'll take the Flames and lock it up.
What could go wrong? Triple lock. Flame on, folks. UIC laying 2.5. Next up, we go to Jonesboro, where Arkansas State's laying 9.5. I will take Southern Miss in the points. No bet.
I'm taking the points too. I think this is a tad too high. Arkansas State's been a little bit all over the place, and coming off back-to-back wins on the road, I usually like to fade that coming back home. So yeah, give me Southern Miss, no bet.
Bieniek?
Arkansas State's been a little all over the place, but they are also a little bit of front runners when they play the bottom tier in the Sun Belt. They typically run it up. I will take the Red Wolves here.
Shout out to the Hat Man. Let's fucking go. Appreciate you. Yeah, Jerry Davis rocking. But folks, before we get to the rest of the games here, I want to let you know that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. As Underdog has you covered for pick'em for almost every single sport and of course college hoops every single night. Underdog has just increased their payouts too. 2 pick entries now pay at 3.5 times, and 3 pick entries now at 6.5 times. So you gotta get on over there. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play $5, get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code that is TCE SGPN. So do that and let it ride. We're also brought to you by Novig. Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. With Novig, you know you're getting the best prices. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5. If you use our promo code SGPN, get in on the action with Novig. Promo code SGPN. All right, we are back and ready to attack Phoenix Wolverines as Minnesota is getting 21.5. I see 22.5 now. Yeah. Well, Minnesota won the first matchup last year.
Stormed. I'm liking Minnesota. Michigan's coming off the big Duke game. They got the big one with the Illini on deck. I'm playing the sandwich spot.
That was not the first matchup of this year. That was 2025 I'm referring to.
Yeah, I know. We killed Bieniek for the court storm last year.
I'll take the 22.5. I'm not locking it, but Max locking it. I'm sorry. I almost played the wrong clip. McIntyre locking up the Gophers plus 22.5. Bieniek?
I will take Michigan and lay it. They win this game, they clinch a share of the Big Ten title. So give me the Wolverines.
Next up, let's jump over to Auburn at Oklahoma. Hilarious game here.
It is a hilarious game.
I was shitting on this on the SEC projections on radio today because they were saying, well, the host of the show was saying, how the hell is the SEC ranked above the Big 12 and the Big 10 on all these rankings or on all these Torvik and Ken Palm? And then I said, and they make no sense. They have Auburn as a 10 seed. The guy said they have Auburn as a 10 seed in whatever bracketology he was looking at. And I go, yeah, and they don't have Oklahoma in, do they? And I said, no. And he said, no. And then I said, well, is Oklahoma in their first 8 out? And he goes, no, not at all. So you're telling me this 10 seed is taking on this shitty team as Oklahoma, and they're only laying 1.5. You're just seeing this bullshit. They're cooking the books, man. They're cooking the fucking books. Oklahoma's going to beat Auburn tomorrow, though.
Yeah.
Give me Oklahoma. Give me Oklahoma plus 1.5.
At home. Yeah.
Yeah. You want the napkin number on this one?
Yeah.
Sooners minus 4.5.
Yeah. Let's go in. Let's lock Oklahoma. Come on, Moser.
Get Auburn away from the table here.
Double lock on Oklahoma. Can it be triple, Bieniek?
Yeah, and we need to give the arena a nickname, like the Popcorn Center or something, burnt popcorn or whatever.
Oh, that shit was great.
Yeah.
That shit was great. Just gigantic flames. Triple lock on the Sooners. Feels bad, man. Who's an Auburn fan saying no fucking chance Auburn wins this game. Book it, Oklahoma.
I don't think Kentucky win.
Yeah. They had no business winning that game if you actually watched that game.
Yeah, I know. Pulled that out of
their ass. No, triple lock on Oklahoma. Boomer Sooner. Next up, Miami heading to Saudi Arabia State to take on the Knowles. Knowles won the first matchup. Canes laying 2.5. I mean, Florida State's turned a corner. They've won 6 of 7, and that one loss in the middle of there was to Virginia in a game they were up for like 38 minutes. I'm on the Seminoles here. Lock it up.
So we get our kicks doing the Seminole rap. We are the Seminoles of Florida State. We know we're good, some say we're great. Our goal is simple, best in the land. Rocking to the beat of the Modest Cheese Band on Saturday night. We'll start out.
Wait for that bridge.
Show the nation that knows our tough. When others play us, they be illin'. Cause they all know we just be chillin'.
I mean, that's just wicked. Come on. Mac, what are you doing here?
Yeah, this was the game that kind of turned around their season. They beat Miami on the road. They've won 7 out of 9. I like the Knowles here. They're the hottest team in the ACC, not named Duke.
Yeah. Double lock. Yeah, Bieniek triple?
Nope, disagree. Revenge game in a rivalry series. Jai Lucas loses the first one. I think he bounces back after losing a tight one on the road in Charlottesville against Virginia. They get this one done against the Knowles. Canes win outright.
Lock?
Yeah. I'll stay off the lock, but not outright. But like I think they win and cover.
So wait, you're locking the 2.5?
No. Sorry.
Okay.
I thought they were the dog
Okay.
just in my head. That's why I said outright. But
Okay.
no, Miami minus 2.5 is my pick.
Double lock on Saudi Arabia State. Sand sandwiches for everybody. Next up,
sand sandwiches.
Tennessee is at Missouri. I got another lock here. It's just right in this. It's weird. Tonight's slate. I feel like they're all. I think Missouri's going to win this game outright. Missouri's the far more desperate team, and I love Dennis Gates as a dog, specifically in this building.
Yep.
I got and Alabama's on deck for Tennessee. They just got done with Vanderbilt. Just a terrible sandwich spot.
Yep.
All over the Tigers here. It's another money line play to me.
Yep.
Double lock. Bieniek's with me. Mac, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm on Missouri as well. Like the home dog spot. Tennessee, great win the other day. That big comeback. Now they're laying points in Columbia. That place will be on fire. Dennis Gates all day.
Triple lock on the Missouri Tigers.
Colby talked about a lot of what I was going to say, so I'll just mention it now. This is a huge game for seeding, and we can move on.
Yeah. Then what could go wrong here as Bobby Hurley heads into Fort Worth, Texas? TCU's like 6.5. That's too many for me. Give me Arizona State, and Mac, you could talk me into a lock here with the Sun Devils.
What's Arizona State off of? They're off of Baylor. So they stayed out. Yeah, I'll lock Arizona State.
We should lock Arizona State, I think. I just don't like Dixon laying this many points. Like TCU may win, but this could be by 2, by 4. Like 6.5 is a big number for Jamie Dixon as a favorite for any point in his career, in my opinion.
Arizona State, lock it up.
Yeah, double lock on the Sun Devils. I see a scenario where they could actually win the game outright too. I really do. Yeah. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
I agree with you guys. This is also a triple lock. And we called it after the West Virginia game that TCU had 2 potholes that I struggle to see them both or driving over both perfectly fine. I think the tire is going to get a little flat either against Arizona State or Kansas State here. I think the Sun Devils are more primed to be able to do it. Arizona State's all over the place. They haven't played consistent, but we've seen this team play pretty well at times this year. And I think they've got enough. Yeah, I think they've got enough talent to be able to keep this one close. They lose by a possession, in my opinion.
Triple lock on the Sun Devils. Check out Venezia's Pizzeria in Tempe. And Arizona. Anywhere in Arizona. Get out there. Enough of this Dan Marley's pizza shit. All right. Next up, shout out to the great Dan Marley. Iowa State's at Utah. Iowa State is laying 13.5 points. Iowa State's been out there. They just lost. However, give me Utah on the 13.5. Iowa State wins by 11. No bet. Mac?
I'll lock up Iowa State. Bounce back. I like Otzelberger off a loss.
Bieniek?
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. I think Iowa State.
I just think everyone's going to be on that, man. Yeah. Everyone is going to be on that 13.5. Like, that's why I just think like Utah will be down by 20 majority of the game. Iowa State wins by 12.
I do think an Iowa State win by 30 is in the cards. That's my pick.
All right. Mac is locking up Iowa State. What's my order from the pizza spot? You're at Venezia's? Dude, I jump around, but normally my go-to would be like what? Just it's weird. If I either go pepperoni and mushroom, or I'd go straight or I'm sorry, pepperoni and jalapeno, or mushroom and green pepper. That's my go-to. I don't fuck with I don't like all that. I don't like too much meat on my fucking pizza. Give me the pepperoni. You start adding all that crazy shit, or the all-time foul is throwing pineapple on the fucking pizza.
Yeah.
Like, I'll take a fucking blowtorch to that. I'll take a goddamn when you put pineapple on the fucking pizza.
I'm not crazy about the peppers on the pizza, but the pineapple on the pizza is a deal breaker.
Yeah. I mean, pineapple. That's like the worst thing. All right, short of someone rubbing their dick
It makes
on your
pizza
Yeah,
sweet. It's like, yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, just throw it. I mean, come on, Mac. What's your go-to on pizza?
Pepperoni.
Just plain, just pepperoni, just plain though. You don't add anything else.
Nah, I mean, every now and then I like sausage pizza as well. But I mean, I
do like sausage, but I don't like mixing like some of the meat when you have like 5 different meats. I'm like, get the fuck out of here with that. So ham and fucking chicken, too much. Too much. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway,
I grew up in a pizza parlor. My uncle owns a pizzeria, so it's like made a boatload of different concoctions throughout my early life, and I landed on bacon and ham as my favorite combo.
Ooh, I don't really like the ham. I don't really like the fucking ham or the bacon, to tell you the truth. But I mean, I'll still that's not a deal breaker for me. Like if I showed up at your house and you had ham and bacon, I'll be like, fuck it, let's go in.
Yeah.
Pineapple is one where I consider like, should I even eat this? You know what I mean? Like
I never understood the pineapple on the phone.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
that
what?
shit's a party foul. That's like, what the fuck? There's a great emoji of like, you remember in it was either Casinos or Goodfellas where they're like pinning Joe Pesci to the ground. Someone made a meme of this, of like he sees pineapple pizza being made, and it's like he's pinned to the ground, being like, "You motherfucker!" Great. Internet was pretty classic on that shit. But next up, Arizona's at Baylor. All right, Mac. Baylor's catching 8.5 at home.
We got to do it.
We got to take Baylor, right? I mean, I like
this line's plummeting. It opened at like 11.5.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just a gigantic sandwich spot for Arizona.
Yeah, they got Kansas for the league title. I'm on Baylor. I'm all over Baylor.
After Houston.
I mean, I've been burned by Baylor so much this year, but I just feel like does it get to a better spot as far as how desperate Baylor is? And then also, Arizona's still without Pete. He's a game time decision. But like after that win, I think you got to take Baylor, right?
Hell, if Baylor wins this game, they're going to be on the bubble discussion.
Yeah, I'm in on Baylor.
I'm taking Baylor.
Double lock. Bieniek?
Fernando's saying that a mac and cheese pizza is a sleeper. It's not bad. We've tinkered with it or tried it.
Nah, you guys are getting too fucking crazy here.
Yeah, just eat pepperoni.
Yeah, so I'm saying like life, the simplest things are the best. All right, triple option offense or something like that. You know what I mean? Just you don't need to get all fucking creative with something that's amazing. All right.
Speaking of getting too crazy and creative, I was about to say the real actual sleeper, I think, is the pretzel crust pizza.
I do like the pretzel crust. I've had that before. I think I don't even know that that's consistent though, because I've heard some more stories on that. But
really,
I did like I've only had it like once or twice, and I think it was good.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think going too much shit on your pizza.
I think the pretzel pizza is solid, especially we made it like we handmade it. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
But it's tough to like duplicate and put it out consistent. So I could understand like what you're talking about, Colby, and they ultimately did not put it on the menu.
Margarita pizza is fantastic, by the way. I get that all the time. So yeah, that one, I'm with you, the juice. Shout out to J Rush giving us $20, 360 people here, only 74 likes. Get it the fuck together with fellow gamblers. Hit that damn like button. That's what he's saying, not me, but I agree. I co-sign that thing. And once again, to Monty Pritchett, rest in peace to our friend Mike Leach.
Brendan Curry Williams, just do a little bit of math with me. Like cheese on the pizza, and if you cook the noodles, there's not a whole lot of crunch there. So noodles and cheese on the pizza instead of like cheese and mushrooms, for example, that I don't think have a ton of taste that adds to your pizza.
No. This is getting wild, dude. This is some slam ball shit. You're throwing in some slam ball shit in the middle of fucking college basketball.
It's
mac
not
and cheese
as
on
out
a
of place
pizza.
as you think.
I don't even fuck with like buffalo chicken pizza and that shit. You know what I mean? Like
mac and cheese separate from your fucking pizza. I
Yeah.
don't know.
The buffalo chicken and barbecue chicken pizzas are solid too.
This is Michigan bullshit right here. You're getting into uncharted territories. Here.
I'm telling you, I'm pretty adventurous with that. Maybe too adventurous, but
yeah,
that's not.
Yeah.
I don't volunteer and go out of my way and order that. I'm just saying out of experience, it's not the worst thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's worse foods to eat. Sure, but
Anapasta pizza, not bad. It's like ham, salami, and
that's too much. It's too much already. Too much. It's too much.
Who you taking?
Who you taking in this game? Damn it.
Arizona. I'm out on Baylor. I've already sold all that side.
Dude, this line has gone down from 12.5 to 8.5. What the fuck?
Yeah. At this point, you got to read the fucking tea leaves there, right?
This is gonna be a rigged game. We got a rigged game, and
dude, I love like a Philly cheesesteak or like steak on pizza too. I think that's fantastic.
Dude. Okay. Now this is too much, buddy.
This is it. This is it again. This is the Detroit pizza. Here we go.
The taco. I've
trash.
Not done like full on taco because I'm not crazy about like lettuce or beans or any of that taco nonsense. But like ground beef on the pizza is not bad.
No, just a fucking pepperoni pizza is good.
Nah, I was talking about chicken tenders on pizza. I didn't say that.
None of all this other bullshit.
Mac and cheese on a pizza. Just order mac and cheese.
I'm gonna go get some nice pepperoni pizza tomorrow night, and I'm just gonna enjoy it and be like, "Why the fuck would anybody put beef or mac and cheese? You fucker!"
Yeah. All this, you don't need to get exotic with fucking pizza. It's already like a 10 of 10. You know what I mean? It's like this is like throwing like A1 on a fucking steak or something. You know what I mean? Like you don't need to do this. All right. You don't need to. All right.
Do you throw dressing on a salad?
I normally squeeze a lemon on my
I don't
salad.
eat fucking salads. I don't eat that green shit.
Neither do I.
Fucking Al Michaels over here.
I fucking eat steak, burgers, and fucking pizza. I don't fucking and wings. I don't eat that fucking green bullshit.
Well, there's no chance you actually have green salads in Morgantown. But
fucking never mind. I'll get canceled.
Yeah.
That sentence.
No chance. No, but I'll squeeze a lemon or a lime. Yeah.
He's telling me to go yell at my grandma to make me a sandwich and a grape soda.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, some of these ones are foul.
The chili cheese dog pizza was not good, in my opinion.
What
that
the
was
fuck
one
are we even talking about? How did this
did not like?
What are these fucking weirdos?
Yeah. I mean, what are we talking here? Well, how about a bowl of Fruit Loops on top of the fucking cereal too, or on top of the fucking pizza too? What are we talking about? This is all stupid. This is idiots. This is idiots right here. All right. What are we doing? This is like at some point you just say you're fucking morons. All right. Like this is. It's a simple equation. Everything works. Don't fuck with it.
I like this from Sammy. Pizza's like sex. Even when it's bad, it's still pretty good.
No, strongly disagree. Bad pizza
with the sex part or the pizza part.
I would say the pizza part. I would say the pizza part mostly, and sex. It depends who, of course. You know, I've heard some more stories from people. Not me personally, but I've heard some more stories. But pizza, 100%. Pizza, there is 1,000 shitty pizza places. I'm in North fucking Carolina. Most of the pizza you get here is absolute fucking trash. All right? Absolute fucking trash. All right? So I completely disagree. Pizza is like, if you're in one of these states like here, you got to fucking search to find a decent one. All right? Like that's a big important thing. If not, like I can, when I first moved here, I remember like my aunt ordered pizza and I was like, what the fuck am I eating right now? Right? Like she's in her 80s, but I'm saying like I remember telling my wife like, yeah, okay, I'm only gonna have this slice, and then we can get the fuck out of here and order some real fucking pizza or go get some type of different food. No, I will fucking be snobby with my fucking pizza.
This is a new handle that was just created today via screenshot of what I'm wearing.
What's Noah's buyout?
Saying what's Noah's buyout, and he said, "Let's not forget that this is the dude that says Thanksgiving sucks."
That's the worst take I think that's ever happened on this show. Actually,
Yeah,
that is the worst take that's ever happened on the show.
So I pretended like you didn't say that.
It's funny you mentioned
Don't
that.
even try and double down.
I was like telling my wife, I was like,
double down. You know the take.
Oh,
I love stuffing. Stuffing's the fucking best. I was even
There's
thinking
a
about
reason
like,
why
making
the food only comes around once a
here
year.
he goes. Here he goes.
No, it's not in my household. I make that shit again. All right. And again and again. And also we eat it that whole fucking week. Wyoming's at Boise State. Boise State's laying 7.5. I will lay it with Boise. Might lock it up. Should we lock this up, Mac? What are you doing here?
Is Boise off a beatdown, or was that too?
Wyoming just won at Grand Canyon.
That was hilarious. That was fucking hilarious.
I'm gonna lock up Boise State.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. It's back road spot.
I was told that this issue is fixed, but it's not.
Mac?
Yeah, I'll lock Boise.
Buckle Broncos. The Juice saying Wyoming has an injury. I think he's referring to Caden Bennett is a game time decision, as well as Gavin Gorez. Mac?
I locked Boise with you.
I'm sorry about Bieniek.
Yeah, I was like, I think you meant Bieniek, right?
Yeah, sorry. All this ridiculous talk about Thanksgiving and then goddamn apple pie pizza or some shit. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
Dennis has played super well lately. He's not necessarily a starter. Bennett's a wing that starts, so worth keeping an eye on there. But I'll take Boise in a letdown here.
Lock?
No.
All right. Next up, San Jose State's at Air Force. San Jose State's laying 6.5. Ooh.
Is this one Air Force gets?
I just think San Jose State's way better, though.
They should, yeah. I'm gonna stay away from this one.
Well, actually, wait. Colby Garland's a game time decision, undisclosed. Nick, do we have any information on that? Kind of need to know if I'm going to bet San Jose State. I kind of need to know that one of their best players, if not their best player. I'm stay away. Give me San Jose State, no bet.
Great stat by Nick. San Jose State 0-11 in true road games. Air Force has lost 10, every conference game by 10 except San Jose. Air Force has also lost 20 in a row.
Yeah, I don't know. Clark's going in on Air Force. Aim high, miss small. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
Give me Sparty.
Yeah. Next up we have Bieniek is king. Nick is the play-by-play guy for San Jose State. You morons. All right.
I think he's in on the joke. He's been around for a while.
Okay. Yeah.
Shocker. Bieniek's defending Bieniek is king.
How fitting. Colorado State just had the biggest win of the season against the Aztecs, and now they got to avoid getting Wahlberged because Fresno State and Coach Wahlberg are coming in there catching 8.5. I'm going in on Fresno, guys.
Oh, God. Time out. Did you see the collapse they had on Saturday night? That was ridiculous. They're 24 in the first half.
They're getting 8.5. Colorado State. Who is Colorado State? They won 5 straight, though. That may be right. Maybe I stay away because this play would probably be lit knowing that they did 5. All right, stay away. Stay away. Give me Fresno in the 8.5, though. Mac?
I'm going to lay with Colorado State. By the way, when do they wear their orange jerseys? It's so random.
I think it's their big matchups. They ain't wearing it for Fresno State.
Yeah, no, I was just curious because like you turn on the TV and you're like, why is it an orange out at Colorado State? It's just it's random.
Yeah. Bieniek, who you taking here?
Rams.
Next up, USC is catching 6.5 at UCLA. I will lock up USC off the embarrassing loss, and UCLA just had the magical win, Tyus Edney style. Give me Musselman to stay within 6.5. McIntosh, what are you doing here?
Co-sign what you just said. USC, embarrassing loss. UCLA, coast to coast, Donovan Dent. I'll fade that. One possession game. Give me USC.
Trojan men, double lock. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
Let's take UCLA. I'm gonna be on these Bruins here.
Lock.
They've played significantly better at home than they have away from Pauley. So, Bruins.
Lock.
No.
This guy makes me fucking earn it with him every time. All right. So double lock on USC. The second to last game, Mac. What the hell is this number, and why is it climbing up?
I'm locking UCF.
I'm spring. This is my dog. I think UCF's going to beat him
on the road.
I do. BYU's depleted. UCF's been out there in Salt Lake City for like a week.
Yeah, they stayed out there. They're catching a big number. I'm with you. Give me UCF.
One of the oldest teams in the nation. Come on. 11.5. BYU depleted. Lock up UCF. Sprinkle the money line. Plus 500. Plus 500.
And they're off of Iowa State. Yeah, I'm on UCF.
Yeah, double lock on the very shiny Golden Knights. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
I'm going to disagree. I'll take BYU. Utah's got their win on this mountain road trip here. I said UCF, right?
You said Utah. Yeah.
UCF's got their win in the mountain road trip over Utah. And I think BYU gets another win. I feel like a lot of people are off of this team. I think they're solid. And I was never as high as everybody was on these Cougars. And now I feel like some have fallen below where I think they're kind of at. I'll take BYU here.
Yeah. Matt, what do I mean by depleted is Dawson Baker and Richie Saunders are out for the year. Now, Baker got injured, in November, but it's two gigantic pieces of their team.
Richie Saunders is a huge loss.
Yeah. Dawson Baker's his knee injury.
Was it injury or wasn't he the one that got suspended for drunk driving or whatever?
I thought he blew his knee out.
Maybe.
Yeah. Anyway. So wait, Bieniek, you're locking up BYU?
No.
Oh. Double lock on UCF. Mac, I say sprinkle the money line there. Are you on that?
I'm not on the money line. I think BYU will get it done, but I think that this is a 6 to 9 point victory for the old BYU Cougs. But I love UCF. I think they'll hang right in the same.
Yeah. I'm on UCF. I am surprised the line's going against us, though. So this was at 9.5, and it went to 11.5.
Yeah, I'm sure the advanced metrics love BYU.
Yeah. Keno Davis was drunk driving, says Damani. Not Dawson. Final game on the slate. This is a hilarious game because Nevada beats Utah State to get New Mexico and San Diego State and somebody else within one game. And New Mexico, you just talked about that magical comeback, but now they go to the land of Steve Alford. And I feel like Nevada's going to fuck up this whole goddamn conference.
And this game's personal for Alford, just because it's like
the revenge spot. Yeah.
Top assistant is Craig Neal, who New Mexico fired. Yeah.
Well, how funny is this shit going to be when Nevada wins and knocks New Mexico back, and then they go to UNLV and lose because Nevada's going to be right back in the mix.
Yeah.
I'm on Nevada. Lock it up.
Double lock. Let's go.
Yeah.
Go Alford.
Bieniek?
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I'll take Nevada here.
Lock?
No. Nope.
All right. Top plays of the night, gentlemen. 3 and a dog. So let's lock up. My dog will be NC State, for the record. I think it's more likely that they win it than UCF, but I still think UCF is a game that I will bet the dog in. But UCF plus 11.5 will be one of the locks. The dog is the pussy pack of NC State. The other 2 locks, I will Dayton plus the 5.5. I also am going to bet the money line on that as well. And then give me Oklahoma as the third dog against Auburn, or as the third lock against Auburn. Mac, fire.
Yeah, I like NC State getting 5.5 at Virginia tomorrow. I like Dayton as a home dog getting 5.5 against St. Louis. And I also like Missouri as a home dog getting 3.5 against Tennessee for my dog. Now let's have some fun here. Where are they tomorrow? Baylor plus 360 on the money line.
I like it. I like it.
Shots from the perimeter, Arizona.
I'm going to jump in on that too. I'm going to play 4 or 5 dogs tomorrow. Dusty Bottoms giving us hockey play of the day. I forgot to take it yesterday, man. I got to remember to do this. You got to DM me. But Bieniek, fire.
That is some EuroLeague.
Yeah,
Finland
he's diving deep. He's diving deep.
Yeah. NHL returns Wednesday, I believe. Louisiana plus 12.5. I think there's plenty of value on that line against Troy. Trojans just play to their competition, and the Raging Cajuns have been playing better ball lately. Give me Oklahoma plus 1.5 against Auburn. Auburn coming off a big win against Kentucky that they were lucky to come out with a W there. And OU at home, I think they've got a chance to win that game. And yeah, I don't know how good Auburn is. And then we'll go Illinois, Chicago, homecoming, minus 2.5. They're catching Bradley in a pretty good spot after the Braves just won an in-state rivalry game against Illinois State. So I like the Flames there. And then the dog is plus 3.5 Missouri. They're plus 168 on the money line. I think they have a great chance of coming through once again as a home dog, this time against Tennessee, after Tennessee beat Vanderbilt, and then before Tennessee plays Alabama. It's a beautiful sandwich.
There we go. All right, folks. See you tomorrow. Bieniek's on Twitter at NoahB77_. Check out the College Baseball Experience live on Thursday night at 9 p.m. or around 9:15 p.m. McIntosh is on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. Check out the College Football Experience as well. And I'm on Twitter at the Colby D. The College Basketball Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Shout out to the chat for rocking with us. Been a fun episode. YouTube.com/the College Experience. Hit that like and subscribe button. And right now, if you take a second, subscribe, iTunes, Spotify. Come on. Even if you prefer watching, just do that. Help us out. All right. Till next time, folks. This is the College Basketball Experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
It's got me thinking about the good shit. The minute that I seen your grill again, it made me good trip. Good dog the mind back like dog will wind that. Man, I didn't get mad when you near me hit me can back. But the comings on was strong. Now my shit's coming along, you know the song. The truth is I'm pretty much on fire again. It's heating up for real, I'm alive again. And that's the attraction factor. Vancouver, Michigan with my rap disaster. Yeah, you know you want it how you want it. No need to trip cause I got it, doggone it. It's all yours and the extras too. All the super music and the sex for who? Just get it straight cause he caught me in a good mood. Let me demonstrate what this time of year could do. Yeah, sing it.